stream, swimming towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. Fear and hatred, dull and jaded. It's all been debated and manipulated. Nothing's ever as it seems. We're bound to believe everything they scream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, in our heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking fear and hatred, dull and jaded. It's all been debated and manipulated. Nothing's ever as it seems. We're bound to believe everything they scream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead.
Hi there, They call me the governor. I'm getting a little echo, so somebody's got to put on a headphone or something. We are here to talk about The Walking Dead, Season 11, Episode 23, Family, the penultimate episode of the entire fucking series. And before we get into that, I do want to have my fine friends here introduce themselves. Let's start with the one who is furthest from me, overseas, Reina. Say hi.
Hey everybody, I'm Reina, also known as Werewolf. Very excited to be here this week. Can't wait to break this one down because this one got in my feels all the way. So let's just get at it.
I think it got into everybody's feels. And Jack, now that you've finished eating, are you there?
Jack's muted.
Should I go to? I'll go to Tomaj.
What's good, y'all? This week it was insane, but y'all know me for Big Bro Losis Reacts. I'm having withdrawals because I had no new episode this week, so I'm itching. Like I need the finale. I know we all do, so I'm ready to dive into it this week.
Machond, the big smile.
This episode was great. My full uncut reaction video is uploading to talkingetv.com as we speak. Podcast is uploading as we speak, but y'all know I could talk for days, so.
I know, because these panels have been getting longer and longer. Jack, can you unmute yourself now? There he goes.
Now I'm gonna have to use a crappy mic for now while I try to fix my other one. But hello, I love the episode as well, and I'm looking forward to talking about it with all of you because it seems like we all kind of shared in that we loved it a lot, and I'm scared for what's to come.
Yeah, there are some people who do not have a get out of death pass. So we started out, and Jack, your question last week about, who do you think they're going to highlight next? I didn't highlight any particular person in that, beginning sequence. They were all just gathering weapons, and then we got flashes of everybody killing Bitus. What were people's thoughts on the intro?
I loved it. It was the perfect accumulation of everything we've been through over the seasons. On top of that, they added the Rick and Machond theme on it. Oh, I loved it. And then they had the shot at the end with the katana and Rick's gun. Y'all know I was living for it. And then Judith went into her little Grimes speech. I just loved every second of it. And they even mentioned Rick and Machond saying we're the ones who live. She didn't directly say it, but she just mentioned their saying. And I love that because that was something that they always said, especially through All Out War. So I just love the whole tribute moment. And then, of course, she passed the torch. She gave RJ the hat. So we'll see where that goes.
Which I'm like, the least deserving Grimes gets the hat.
Okay, same. Literally same. I said he does not deserve that damn hat.
He gonna earn his stripes. Listen, he gonna get a storyline in the future. If they don't do a spinoff with the kids, that's just a missed opportunity.
When he can say a sentence and it sounds good coming out of his mouth, I'll believe that.
The Walking Dead, the next generation. Yeah.
In the first, y'all not gonna act like she didn't say Lori's name for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
When she said Lori, I was like, but she don't know about her daddy because she never said Shane. She don't know about her daddy.
Yeah, she's like, I guess I am a Grimes. I'm like, no, you're a Walsh.
They left that part out. But when she said Lori, I was like, yeah. Her and Carl, definitely Lori's child. They gonna run and do what they ain't supposed to do.
Reina, your thoughts?
When she mentioned Carl, I was like, don't do this. I liked it, the beginning where they displayed everyone's weapon of choice. I liked it a lot because it showed the family also, with the title, and they showed the whole family thing. I loved it. And I don't know, it was, I was very emotional there, like Rick, Michonne, Lori, Carl, and then we're going all back, and I was like, don't do this to me right now, because that does not mean any good. So that was my feelings with it.
Jack, you want to unmute and use your crapping microphone for a second?
I was also pretty emotional about it. It's hitting all the feels because we know that it's coming to an end, and we're not going to get many mentions of these people anymore. So we got to enjoy the ones that we get while we get them.
Well, I think one of the reasons the series is coming to an end, is because there's too many people. So, I mean, they could probably have enough people to do like 6 spin-offs, and, we'd all be good. But I don't know that I can react to that many shows. All right, so they're grabbing their stuff, and they're getting ready to head back to the Commonwealth to.
You skipped Machond.
Y'all not gonna. She had the mutual protection pack.
That is true. She rolled that up
and put it in a bag. I was like, "Where did you get? Where has it been? In storage somewhere?" But yeah, that got me.
I'm surprised with all the rains and all the attacks and all that it's still around.
And it still looks so good.
If it was in a basement, I mean, I saw what happened to some of the basements,
Mm-hmm.
True.
So, does anyone have anything they want to say about the mutual protection pact before I run into...
But Gabriel bitch ass, he didn't deserve to sign it, but Machond is too nice.
I like Gabriel, but yes, I agree. Machond definitely should have signed that. I was upset.
Well, she wrote the damn thing, so, she should have.
Mm-hmm.
So it appears that they're all getting ready to go back to the Commonwealth to confront Pamela. And of course, Judith is like, I'm coming. I'm fucking coming. Sorry. She doesn't get to say the F-bomb. Everybody else is dropping F-bombs left and right, but we don't get to hear Judith. She should say it at least once before the end of the series. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
I mean,
Totally.
she's killed. She's killed at this point. She could say fuck maybe once. Like,
She chopped up a whole whisper in the Whisper War, so she can do whatever the hell she wants. And she shot Beta.
Yeah.
That is a beast right there.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. If it wasn't for her, Rosita might not be around anymore. But yeah, so Daryl's like, no, you're not coming, and she's like, yes, I am, and finally Daryl gives in, and then he just passes off RJ. Like,
'Cause he ain't going.
Can you water this plant for me while I'm gone? It's pretty much that, He doesn't talk a lot, you can just put him in a corner, give him some water once in a while, and you're all good.
Did we see Dog? Did they have Dog in
No.
No. I've seen all the other kids, which we got to talk about, because why is Coco the only baby missing?
And that's what
weird.
I was thinking. I was like, do they have certain people that take care of babies? And like, that's it?
I think I missed something
They said-
because where did all the kids came from?
He said they had a children's home, and that's why Rosita mad, because everybody got their kids but her.
Right, and it didn't make sense. Why was little Herschel tied up? Why is Coco missing? Where the hell was the other kids? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
where
was
did they
going
came
on
from?
here?
We never see them being rescued. Like they
I
were
wish
just
they would have
there.
showed
They
us
were
that. I was
just
mad.
there. I
I
was like,
mean,
what?
them busting in the doors of that Chuck E. Cheese would have been epic, right?
Right? Because I'm still waiting on the Chuck E. Cheese. I said maybe the children's home will be the Chuck E. Cheese, because what the fuck is they doing with Coco and Dog?
Well, I don't know what they're doing with Dog, but I figure Coco being such a young,
She can't even walk.
young baby, they probably, and there may be other people who had children of that age that they're like, well, we're not going to put them in the camp. We're not that cruel, or, we'll put them in our indoctrination orphanage here in the
Literally.
Commonwealth somewhere.
They pulled a Rick Grimes, what he did with the Savior baby. They pulled in Rosita.
Yeah, her name is now not Coco. Definitely not Gracie, but yeah. So they gave her to some childless couple to raise. Could
Nah,
be.
they're gonna give Sadiq's baby back, and we ain't gonna do that.
Oh yeah, they'll find Coco. If they don't, I mean, there are many reasons to riot if they do certain things in the finale. That's one of them. If they don't find Coco,
That's on the list.
That is on the list of riot-worthy actions. And then we have, Maggie loading up. And if I skip something, please, I know you're not shy. just drag me back. But that extra got an actual speaking line. She must have been very proud.
Who was she?
I don't know. She was just one of the prisoners, and she's like, "Here you go, Maggie." Gives her something, and so she must be like very happy. Right now, she's like bragging to her family. So, did you see me? I actually spoke to Maggie. I had a line. That
she had at least a good solid 30 seconds at least. I was like, "Who is this lady?"
I don't know. She's good at delivering things.
I said the exact same thing.
I'm not sure. I saw her in the train station later. I'm not sure if she's alive or not, but hopefully for her, she gets 3 more or 4 more words in the finale. That'd be nice for her. And then Negan is like, come on, Maggie. We could go take out Pamela because we gotta, obviously with Pamela still alive, or at least free. And still in charge. The fight ain't over. So, but she's like, there ain't no we. And I'm like, well, wait till you go to the Big Apple. That's going to be some kind of we.
Every time they show Maggie and Negan together, I'm like, how the fuck are they going to New York? Like, how? Yeah. Like, I genuinely don't get it.
Well, I think that came later on a little bit with Ezekiel, that part, but when I thought, I was like, Negan, wrong person. Don't do it.
I like that Maggie still kept her attitude, towards him, still sort of hostile in a way. Not too hostile, but I like that she still does that because I feel like that's just realistic. Like, there's no way that I could ever look at that man and being in her situation and just have a normal conversation. There's gonna be some shade. There's gonna be some attitude. There's gonna be some side eye, something. So I'm glad they still keep that up with her.
It's very realistic. It ain't no way you gonna look at the man where you were sick as a dog, pregnant, couldn't even stand up. He beat the shit out of your husband, and you're gonna be looking like, yeah, best bud, let's go on a trip. I would be like, hello, who is this?
I get the impression from photos that I've seen that they end up in New York. Probably they traveled there separately, and then they encounter each other. That's what I'm gonna go with. Or at least, encounters him on the road. Maybe there's something in Manhattan that's needed to,
It's something.
It's like a quest. And they happen to both be going on this quest, and then they have to team up because, strength in numbers. But, yeah. It's interesting to me that I don't know that Maggie would bring Herschel into Manhattan. So... because that's a lot of danger. But let's move on. So they got that little thing going, and they take the bus to the train. And somebody Princess is like, does someone know how to fucking drive this thing? Because goddamn,
right? She's asking the right questions.
And
me, I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, it only go one way. Just start that bitch up and let's go.
Yeah, but they don't know the train schedule. I was like, what if they're
what if there's multiple?
What if there's another train coming down the same track and it's like, shit. I mean, I don't know if they have a map and a schedule, but that was like train 4, so there's other ones out there. I think. So but anyway.
I mean, they had our group initially trapped in train carts, so I'm sure they definitely keep a cycle going to wherever they fucking go.
Yeah, I wonder if they could get back to Terminus and, see if there's any leftovers. Anyway. I don't know if they're expanding their empire, by train, but, it's interesting. So they hop on the train. So in the meantime, and I'm not sure the exact order. What happened next, Machond? You just watched the episode. It's been like a week for me.
So they were going back and forth. It was showing Princess. Okay, what's the boy name who was like kind of leading the revolt at the moment, and he was cutting up at the party, so they had to get rid of him.
Tyler.
Yeah, him and Princess was talking, and he was feeling real bad for himself basically. and was like, he don't really want to connect with our people. He still feel bad for the shit he did. He just embarrassed. And Connie was like, you don't got to be embarrassed. Like, you could make a new life for yourself and start over. And then it was going back and forth between Princess and them, and then Ezekiel and Negan, which of course I know we're not going to skip over. That was great.
We are not, but are we skipping over the fact that Mercer bought Eugene? I think that happened before.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
The order, was it?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that happened before.
Yeah.
Oh, it showed the people in the town square mad, and then Pamela was talking.
Well, even
to
before
Mercer,
that, Mercer
that.
was delivered Eugene to Max and Yumiko in that apartment, wherever that was. I don't know whose apartment that was, but
it was empty. It was like an empty apartment. There was nothing in it. So it was just like a hideout spot.
But they were, later on searching. Apparently, they don't have an updated census. But I found it funny. They bought in Eugene. They're all like happy. Why didn't you tell us? And Mercer's like, safer for you. And I'm thinking, basically the characters of Yumiko and Max probably can't act for shit. The actors who play them can act.
Yeah.
But, basically not telling them was a good move because their upset was real. And, right, Sky? Sky's like, just want to walk through. So Eugene comes in and he's like, what can I do? And they're like, you can fucking stay here. And and it just seemed like for a reunion when Max was afraid that he was dead, it was very short. It was like, okay, I'm glad you're alive. See ya. It was just like
The thing that made me laugh was when Eugene told Mercer he joined the long list of people that saved his ass over the years. And I was like, facts.
That is facts.
That was so funny.
Because he ain't forgot a single person. He could tell you the
he know
days,
all
the
the
time.
names.
Yeah. 3:4 to 6 p.m. Abraham's on November 23rd. Abraham saved my ass.
He know the whole list.
But yeah, so Mercer revealing, restoring Eugene, and then of course I'm leaving him behind. Yumiko and Max going to rile up the people who were, and at that point we see the riled up people outside, City Hall. But Pamela's more concerned with the fact that Eugene got away.
Of course.
I mean, I'm not sure what was supposed to happen. Was he supposed to be executed and was Pamela supposed to watch?
I said the same thing. I said, what is the procedure? Do they bury the people? Why was she looking for him? Like that's, I don't know.
It was going to be publicity, bleh, executed in public. That's what the deal was. That's what they said last episode, that they had to bring him to the square to get executed because everyone had to watch because he needed to make an example to all the other people, not to fuck Pamela over. That's basically what it was. So she would probably be first line standing there watching him.
Okay.
But I could already see by Pamela's face that she did not believe Mercer at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what method are they using? Are they hanging? Is it a guillotine? Is it,
I don't know.
Did she not say that he was going to be firing squad? Did she not say that last episode?
I'm not sure. It would make sense though to the
because
firing
they did that
squad.
with everything. This firing squad.
Yeah, they did it up in Alexandria. That's why all the blood was on the windmill. So it seems like that is like their method of execution.
I don't know. That just doesn't seem, the best method. I was looking forward to a good hanging. Haven't seen one.
All
since,
depends on the leader. We know Maggie hangs, folks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Maggie will hang you and leave you there
for days. And you'll be, turned into a biter and just.
That moment between Mercer and Pam was so funny because at this point she's on to him, he's on to her, and she just don't have her proof yet. So they just kind of going back and forth. He threw his little dig at her. People have been missing from the Commonwealth for a while. And I'm like, sir.
I think that kind of showed his hand a little bit too much, but
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cause she on your ass. Soon as he left out that room, I knew she was gonna tell that black lady, go keep an eye on him. Go watch him.
I didn't like her. I was like, I don't trust her.
Me neither.
At
I was
all.
so disappointed in her.
I was too. I was like,
She had a lot of screen time like last week too, so I thought she was gonna like help him, and then it turned out she was a snitch. I was like,
Yeah, but I gotta say, they go back to the office, and yeah, then we get a little mix with the train scene, and I think the conversation between Negan and Ezekiel came before the radio conversation. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think so.
So let's talk about their little chat.
That was so emotional though. Like the fact that Ezekiel said, "And yet I smile." That was one.
That was
like,
a callback,
no.
and I was like, all right, I almost got something in my eye there. And
he's
yet I
like,
smile.
listing up everything that happened to him, and yet I smile. And then when he mentioned cancer, Negan got emotional because he was thinking back about Lucille. I was like, no. I was like, don't cry. And then you see Maggie listening, and I was like, there we have our little twist with Negan and Maggie right there.
Well, Maggie is softening her stance towards Negan and has been since she's like saved her child and protected a lot of stuff. So she is softened towards Negan. She doesn't like him. I don't think she'll ever like him. We'll never see a love scene between Maggie and Negan. That will not happen.
Oh, I'm scared that's gonna happen though in the spinoff. I think it will.
Never.
No, I don't think Maggie would ever. I think she would rather, make love to Lucille than Negan. The bat is what I'm talking about.
I guess that's what we have to find out, right? Because I do think they're gonna end up as a couple, and I hate it because I dislike Maggie.
Ew, gross.
I hate Maggie. I wish she died in season 3. I am so sorry, but I don't like her. She's too high of her head. She's just like her sister, annoying as hell. I never liked them, any of them. Only Herschel Senior, that was a good one, but
all right.
I don't care for them.
I do want to touch on the chat because it's been going on for a while, and as usual, these people are, very passionate and very. There's a lot of stuff. Opening was amazing, a great tribute to the Grimes. That was Deborah. Cleo says Judith didn't earn the hat when she got it either. Yeah, but
Judith literally.
She was 2.
What? What do you mean she didn't earn the hat? That's Judith
when Carl died,
put some respect on her name.
When Carl died, he gave it to her, and she was a little too young to be out there being a little ass kicker. But she already was a little ass kicker,
Literally, like Judith has the spirit, the energy, the knowledge. RJ has absolutely nothing of that. So she technically did earn the hat.
By the time that Judith was RJ's age, she definitely was a bit of an ass kicker. So I'm not sure what exactly,
When we first saw Kaylee, she was whooping ass. Literally at the tree, whooping ass with the hat on and the katana.
Right. But Carl did give it to her years before. So she did grow into it. Maybe the spirit of Carl is in the hat. And
RJ needs some.
And it will affect RJ. And, a lot of people say, and I agree, for the finale, do not replace Judith's actress because Kaylee deserves to be in that episode.
Yes.
I think they need to give. But RJ, I don't really, whatever.
I think they need to give him a few years. Like, let them get a little bit older because kids grow pretty quick. If they get like.
She's at that age now where she is growing fast.
Yeah, but we need the other kids, so because they're going to be the other main characters. We need them to grow up a little bit so, they can get practice acting and doing whatever they need to do. And, I think it'll be better if they're just slightly older when their show starts.
If they're going to recast anybody, recast RJ, because all the other kids are great. Coco's great. Gracie's fine.
Gracie's okay. She's a little whiny.
Aaron just didn't raise her as a tough child, but I like Gracie.
But she can tell you all the state capitals, which really makes
every
a difference.
last one, and blow the hell out of a whistle.
All right,
she won't be a whisperer. She won't be a whistler.
Who is Adam? Am I missing something? He's a baby.
That's the baby. That was the boy.
Adam was the savior baby.
What?
That's not boy.
I am not gonna play
Good
with
Jack.
I am not gonna play with Jack and his button.
What?
You got one of your buttons turned on your deck thing. One of the.
It's not. I haven't even installed it yet. After my deck crash, I lost them all. Is it on?
Wait.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
wait. No, I'm gonna take a video of you. Wait.
Oh,
Wait.
Nope, I'm
Say
muting
something.
again. Hold on. Nope, we're going back. I tried.
Oh, Jack living a double life. What you doing there, fella?
No, nothing.
I'll be back.
I didn't
Blasphemy.
realize that Satan was
Blasphemy.
going to be on the
No,
call.
I was worried
Jack,
it might
I'm
just need to
sending-
work.
Jack, I'm sending it to you. Look at it. I just sent it to you.
That's so funny.
God.
Yeah, what did they do?
Jack, I just sent it to you. Please watch it. He's
Yeah.
scared to talk now. Look at him. He's scared to talk.
But
Is it better? Did he get
Oh
fixed?
my.
you sound like a Borg a little bit. You sound like you're singing.
Jack, say hello.
Hello.
Oh, this is great. Keep that. So Adam
I'm
is whose
sending-
baby?
I gotta get.
Jack,
I
we
gotta
are
fix
not-
this.
Look, I sent you the videos. Look at them. So you can wait. I need to hear him hear himself. Hold on.
Wow. Anyways,
This is so embarrassing. Wait, really quick. Anyway, the conversation with Megan and Ezekiel
well,
was
no, I just
very-
wanted to. I'm trying to
Are we
remember
still in the chat?
who is Adam's.
Wasn't that
Uh,
Rose and Thingy's baby? The old lady.
Is
that
it
got on the
fixed?
spikes?
Yes, it's fixed.
It's
You're
Yeah,
normal.
yes.
Okay.
That
Jesus.
was Rose, right?
For a second, I thought you were possessed, and I was gonna quickly
No,
look up
I'm-
the supernatural, Ismodium suitable, and try to get
Spiritus,
you. It's Spiritus Sanctus.
omnipotence. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
all that
he
shit.
was Rose's baby. Absolutely sure about that.
Yes, these
Yeah,
are
it's
live, folks.
the Whisperer
So-
baby that Connie saved way back
Yes.
when in season
Right.
9.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how old Adam is.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Now I
yeah.
remember.
Gracie's the savior one. Yeah. But yeah, they kind of just forgot about.
Gracie is the
Adam.
one that Rick got by accident because he didn't know that there was a child there.
Yeah.
That was so. Rick was
He's
like,
hey, Aaron.
The man was just protecting his
Come here.
daughter.
Rick was like, oh my God, I just killed a daddy.
hmm
Yeah, that was very.
Yeah. So, we got questioned about is Pamela going to be on those trains? I don't know. I think she should be.
Pamela
trapped.
need to be in jail
So
eating
she
dog.
should be under it, yeah.
She need to be eating dog food in jail.
Like that Walker.
And do we think that Mercer might get an episode of Tales of the Walking Dead? I mean,
I would love that, but
It
I
would be
doubt they're
nice.
gonna gift us with that.
it would be nice. Well,
That's if
Angela
Tails gets
Kang.
renewed.
They got to rework
Scott
their
Gimple.
strategy with that one.
They have to change so much.
I'm gonna just binge it and just watch like all of it. That's what I need to do because I only watched one, and I really only want to watch Alpha D. So I need to watch them.
I mean, if you disconnect from it a bit, it's still enjoyable TV. But
the
in
Terry
terms
Crews
of
one was so cringe, I couldn't.
it was pretty cringe.
That
But
lady put on clown makeup, sir. You can't tell me that shit was not funny.
just
I was like, ma'am.
I went into it the way I did not go into World Beyond, and that was my mistake. I went into World Beyond knowing what to expect and was not that disappointed because I'm like, I know what this is going to be. It's not going to be top tier Walking Dead stuff. It's just going to give us little tidbits here and there, and that's all it is. Everyone else went into it like, this is going to be like the main show, and then it wasn't. They're like, what the fuck is this? But I went into Tales thinking like this is going to be some cool shit, telling us some stories about some people we might or
Because
might
it's
not
been
have known.
spoken about for literal years.
well,
Yeah.
I actually,
And then it
I-
wasn't that
Anthology
at all.
series, backgrounds about characters you don't know, characters you know, and it's fucking garbage.
Yeah. So
Well,
the
I
next
watched the
season's
first
got to have
couple.
people we know.
I've watched the first couple, and I didn't think they were bad, but I didn't go in there, expecting, to see people. I mean, I'm
Me-
pretty
I
sure
didn't
I would
expect it
know
either.
if they
It
were
was
doing a
just
governor
cringe.
episode because that would be awesome. And they need
That
to
would be
bring,
a good episode.
and they need to bring me on to like play his brother. I could die, it's fine, or I could be exiled, whatever. But
I would have rather have seen that than the cringe Terry Crews episode. It was so cringe.
I don't know.
I don't want to talk about it a ton because I don't want to spoil you, but it was very confusing at times. Like there was a lot of mental stuff going on. like hallucinations in like 75% of the episodes,
Did
and
they
that
walk
just
into
like
Virgil?
worse.
Yeah, they tried to like take themes from other movies and then put it in
And
the
yeah, like
Walking
they
Dead
tried to do
world,
like
and
some
it just-
Groundhog Day type shit, and it did not work at
It
all.
was amusing, but
It was
I
amusing
don't-
for about 5 minutes when they just kept dying, but then I was like, all right, is there anything else to this, or is this all that
And
this
why?
is?
Why those people? Why did they get a
Yeah,
second,
and-
and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth chance? But we are getting way off track.
Yes, we are.
In fact, we got someone in the bookkeeper saying, "What's your favorite scary movie?" This is not Scream. All right, we're gonna.
We jumped a bit. We missed the scene with Daryl and Judith and Carol, where again, Carol
she was
made
giving
some
her the
real
speech.
strong decisions about what a child should or should not be doing. And now that child's life hangs in the balance.
First of all,
Love that, don't
was-
we?
First of all, what you not about to do is
Just
say
add
this
it
is
to
my
the fucking list.
No, because first of all, this is the thing.
It's either
Judith-
Carol or Daryl. You got to pick one that's at blame here.
It's Judith, because listen, this is the
So
thing.
you want Maggie dead?
What are you talking about?
That's why she got hit, because she saved Maggie. If she didn't do that, Maggie be
No, I'm
dead.
not talking about that. That ain't got shit to
We
do with
are,
Maggie.
we are jumping way ahead here. So
No. This is the thing. No, this is the thing. Judith is just like Carl. Tell her she's not going. If you don't chain her to the fucking wall, she's going to be under the truck with you anyway.
Yeah,
She
like
said-
Where was their?
She
They
said.
could have dug their heels in.
She
Could have said
said.
no and kept
She
it no.
She said, "I'm going." Daryl instantly, absolutely the fuck not. And then she was like, "I'm going." And it's like, okay, so do we like lock her and put her in a coffin and bury her under the fucking ground? Or do we just take her with us because she's going to escape anyway, just like Carl? That is Lori's child. So that don't have nothing to do with Carol.
Carl was
Like,
a better driver than Lori, though.
no.
well,
Judith was like, those were my parents. They wanted
I
to
think
make me do
RJ's
that.
probably a better
I'm gonna
driver
do
than
this.
Lori. So
RJ's very.
RJ
he's
can't
very
even reach
small.
the pedals.
exactly, Lori reaching the pedals did not help her. She
Yeah.
fucking
No.
flipped her car over nothing. Over nothing.
From not
that,
looking
that
at the
Walker
road.
getting killed by the train, loved it.
That
That was a
Walker
good one.
before it got hit looked so good.
Everyone this season has looked
Literally.
amazing. Their eyes have been so much more sunken in lately, which is a
they
small
extra
detail that I've
decay.
noticed, which is like really nice.
The dentures are even worse. They'd be like, "Ugh." Yeah, the walkers are great.
That's why all the growls were put in post. But anyway,
But yeah, Judith got on my nerves when she was like, "I'm going," and I'm like, "You just like your fucking brother. Like y'all just don't listen."
They were just throwing it in her face that they were going to hurt her because they're like, oh, yeah, remember when he died? Yeah, guess what? He died doing this and helping. And they just kept bringing it up. And I'm like, okay, so what's going to happen now?
She brought it up first. That isn't what my mom and my dad and my brother fought for. I believe in it and I want to be a part of it. I'm going.
Yep.
She gave a whole speech and like, what do you tell her? I'm gonna beat your ass if you try to come. I mean, that's what I would have told her, but
I mean, that's one thing that like I don't. Maggie's not like a top tier favorite character for me, but at least last season, or no, it wasn't even last season. It was earlier this season. It felt like last season with Herschel. She stood her ground and told him not to come on that trip.
he listens. Them
But he
Grimes kids
didn't.
don't listen.
He went anyway.
yeah.
But at least
that's
she
what
stood
Judith
her
would've did.
ground. But at least she stood her ground and was like, "No, you're not coming." Daryl and Carol just caved and just let her go.
And you got to think the last time Daryl just told her no, her ass snuck out and was gone.
And
And she did the same thing in Scars.
In
She
And
Daryl's
RJ was
defense,
like, "I don't know where she is. She said she wasn't coming."
Yeah, at the end of the day, Judith gonna do what Judith want to do.
right.
So there,
And I think
she would have
Daryl
snuck right in the car.
figured it's better to have her with me, and I can keep an eye on
And
her.
she didn't
than-
listen. She was supposed to be glued to his ass.
If she wasn't, Maggie'd be dead though. So
Maggie wouldn't have. I don't think Maggie would have get a fatal shot. I don't
well,
think so.
considering
Listen,
the
I'd rather
height
would have
of it-
seen Maggie die than Judith being shot. I'm sorry.
absolutely, me too. If I had to pick between them, I'm picking Judith to live in a heartbeat. If they
Oh,
kill
yeah.
Judith, that will deter me from any spin-off watching.
Same. I don't think they're gonna
Yeah,
kill Judith. but
They
if do,
cannot
what's the
kill her
point?
Not
or
when
do
I'm
a
her
massive
parents.
time jump. If they
My
do a massive time
husband-
jump, I'm out.
my husband said Judith ain't gonna survive. That's his. He's like, they ain't gonna do it.
If they really leave us with
I think
this
she gonna make it
mute,
because I want her to make it.
I think they're
17
setting up
line little pilgrim.
Tomaj, go ahead.
I think they're setting it up to be kind of like it's gonna mirror Rick's scene waking up in the hospital if he gets to a hospital. But like I think it'll mirror that scene, Judith waking up, not knowing what's going on, coming from a gunshot
that would be
wound.
so sick.
I think that might be what they're going for.
Of course,
they're
it'll be dead
They're gonna
flowers
do
next
that,
year.
or they're gonna do another parallel with Carl, because they did a lot of parallels with Carl in this, whether it was in
Facts.
202 or 609. Like they were just back and forth with the parallels for that. So I think it's either going to be like you said with Rick, or they're going to parallel it to when either Carl woke up in Herschel's house or when he was laying in the bed in like the infirmary at Alexandria after
And Judith,
losing his eye.
Judith definitely earned the hat now. Remember when Carl was like, "We both been shot." No, that means you get to wear
I
the
was
hat
trying
now.
to think about it when I was like doing my post thoughts and review about a character in the show that hasn't like main character that hasn't suffered a significant injury. Pretty much everybody's been shot at this
You're
point.
not gonna go 10, 11 years and
No,
not
but
get
I was just
fucked
trying to,
up.
I'm like, have they really done that with everybody? And then I was thinking about it, I was like, wait a minute. I think Maggie might, and that's saying she was gone for 7-ish
And she was
years.
sick during her
So we
pregnancy,
don't
about to die.
know. But I mean like gunshot, like stab wounds or
When
amputations.
we met Yumiko, she had a fucking concussion.
Yeah.
Eugene
like,
ain't never
pretty
been
much-
hurt, has he?
Eugene's been shot. He was shot.
Where?
Yeah.
The episode Denise died, he got shot.
Oh
Where?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
After he
right.
after
They
he
carried
chomped
him.
down on Dwight's dick, he got shot.
That is right. Yeah.
Where did he get shot?
Love handle.
remember.
That's why he made it.
Remind me not to ever ask Eugene for a BJ. Anyway,
Right?
let's.
That greasy mullet will take
It's
care
Jack's
of it for
fault.
you.
Jack hate my auntie, so he wanted to drag her. Anyway, next, as we were saying.
So regardless, I mean, they made that decision. The train moved on. Do we want to say anything more about the Ezekiel Negan scene before we start?
Oh yeah, yes. So the Ezekiel and Negan conversation was very much needed. Very much needed. I'm happy that Negan, like, I know that Negan felt like this, but just to hear him say, like, you think I don't know that y'all are better than me? I was like, and I know Maggie was listening. That didn't make her like him more, but it didn't make her hate him more either. That conversation with him and Ezekiel named all the times that he could have died. And I was like, the comic books, you've been ducking and dodging death like the fucking Matrix. Ezekiel. So yeah, that conversation was very much needed. And I'm so happy Negan said that. Shout out to all the people that act like Negan ain't never did nothing wrong ever. Y'all ass weird. But yeah, Negan, that
And
was
shout out to all the
comment
people
section.
that think
And
he's
yet
never
we
done a
smile,
single
Sean.
good thing ever. Because there's still people that are like, he's still a piece of shit. He's never done anything good. He's worthless. Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you can't be like, both extremes are so fucking wrong. Like,
are.
even I don't deny that he's done some wrong shit, but people that say he's never done a good thing or like never benefited anybody ever,
Very much
they're
weird.
just wrong. Like, I'm sorry,
I
you're
can-
just wrong.
I can fight you guys on this only the way it is because we have been following Rick's story from the first ever episode.
Oh, I know Tomaj
But
hates
if
that.
it was
Me
the other way
too.
around and we started with Negan, we all would have picked
I'm
Rick.
telling y'all,
I'm
I
with you
wouldn't
there.
be here
I know,
today.
I know they're
wouldn't
not,
be
but
watching.
he wouldn't have won.
Wait,
but-
Tomaj, we got time
No,
today.
No,
No,
if
we
had
do
started
got
no,
out with me-
Kyle's trying to
Listen,
keep it on track.
Yeah. So if we had started this episode with me, then obviously I would have been the hero of the series, and
Kyle
but-
said, I do not have the time today. Y'all better quit playing.
All right, so I actually want to start talking about Aaron's group's little adventure, because last we left them, they're basically budget whisperers because they don't have the masks, blending in with the herd and trying to get out of that herd. And they tried at one point to get to the trees, didn't work, and then they saw a camper, and they're like, well, let's get over there.
Pamela bitch ass fault.
Yeah. And we come to realize that the reason they are gathering this horde is because that's Pamela's version of crowd control.
Right, that was B-17, right? Because the first thing I said CRM when I heard B-17. But no,
I said she sank my battleship, goddammit. But
I'm gonna need for Angela Kang or Scott Gimple or somebody to call Tomaj and tell him if Walking Dead and CRM are gonna connect. Please, he needs to know.
They are. I'm telling you, next week we're gonna have.
At what point in the universe, on what show? Somebody tell him.
It's gonna be Fear. Fear's gonna tie in eventually.
Yeah.
As much as you hate it, that's gonna be the case.
I'll stop.
They really haven't done anything with it this season, and I've given up hope. I admire that you still have the hope, Tomaj, and it'd be dope if they did, but I think it would just feel too rushed if they did now.
We got one more. No, I'm not expecting no big story out of it. I need to know what's next. I need to know if
he wants to see a food packet with the circles on it in a corner.
No, I need a little bit more than that. I know enough about them from World Beyond. I need to know.
Imagine if General Beale ends up being Rick.
Ooh, that I would be upset. I think.
Yeah, because he'd be a bad guy.
Yeah, and then you know how I feel about them bad guy stories. I don't like watching those. I don't know. But, I mean, Machond's on that path, so I would always watch it just to see what she would do, how they would interact, but I wouldn't like it. I'd have a lot to say about it. But
do you think I know if he had amnesia, if it would take her long, or if it would take them longer to fall in love again, or do you think it would be quicker?
Longer. I feel
like Rick would look at that lady and be like, "Oh my God, where they took me on this helicopter." Like, I swear to God, if they ever did some bullshit, I would be so mad. Like, you done made me wait all these.
Imagine if they make him English in the spinoff. Like, because of some amnesia or some shit, they just make him English.
Brainwash him into
Michonne.
Have any of you seen the promo for the finale or no?
No, don't send me nothing.
Okay. No, I was gonna say it sounded like one of the characters' accents came out a bit. Like Aaron just says like a random thing. He's like, "Oh, do this," but like when he said it, it sounded so British.
But Ross isn't English.
No, I know, but he does a lot of impressions. So like that's why I was confused. Like I had to rewatch it a couple times. I'm like, okay, Ross, if you're gonna say that, you're like, "Oh, hold the line." He's like, "Hold the line." Like, what the fuck? Like, no, that does not sound like him at all. But it was coming from his mouth. So I don't know. It was weird.
Maybe
I didn't know if anyone
knows. Pretending to be someone else, and they're going to show that Aaron also has this ability to.
Aaron's really Althea's brother, and they lied in fear the whole time.
All right, we are way off track. In fact, that's why Sky came.
That's my fault.
To basically,
y'all got to clear y'all schedule for the finale.
Oh yeah, I'm already on it. I'm gonna buy Red Bull. And
I'm definitely taking off that Monday. I'm tempted to take off that Tuesday too, because I feel like y'all will need me to, because we're gonna talk till like.
I'm gonna pull the night through.
No, wait a minute. No, because it's not okay. No, it's not the night of. It's Monday, so I'll be fine. I was gonna say because
Monday 9 p.m.
Yeah. I'm skipping the like afterthoughts review discussion. I'm going to do that a whole separate video either Monday or later in the week. The second that episode finishes, stop recording, add it immediately, going up. I'm going to try to be one of the first 5, but I know Tomaj is going to be up there. Tomaj and Paul and Busy Braun are going to be top 2 easily.
I'm going to be like that.
I'm going to be up all night for that.
Yeah, it's going to be like 14 minutes. You're going to get that shit up so fast.
All right. So back to Aaron and the goddamn biters.
Now, I got a lot to say about Aaron and Jerry. Lydia could not have had 2 better men with her in that situation. I was literally finna cry.
I mean, what was your reaction when she got bit? I was like, holy fuck.
Listen,
I was pissed.
I have a couple of things to say about that scene. First of all,
I did not see it coming. They got her Amy style at the RV door.
Yes,
I did not. It happened so fast. Like, it wasn't even like a lead up. You could kind of see when the walker bike coming. It just happened. And I was like,
I screamed.
Lydia.
Yes.
See, we all thought that Elijah was going to get got based on the
Reina had something to say. Let her.
I did
get it off her.
Because it made me a little bit angry because we see what's her name being pulled away, Luke's girlfriend.
Yeah.
But what the fuck was Elijah doing? He saw them coming and still what? Like,
I
that
don't
didn't
know.
make no sense at all. Like, nothing. That made me mad as hell. And then that with Lydia happened. I teared up. Listen, Lydia grew so much since we first saw her, and see her happen that to her. She did not deserve that in any way. She deserved way more better than what happened to her. That I got emotional. I got mad. What the fuck, Elijah? Like, seriously? And still she's there screaming because she want to save the others. You're bit. You need to cut your arm off.
Yeah, what
And she was
kind
like,
of
no.
what kind of attachments do you think she's gonna have? You know,
Man,
It's just gonna be like a pool stick.
you know what?
She's gonna grab that knife back from that walker and climb up the thing and put that on
Nah,
her.
they're either gonna completely drop that or they're gonna have that walker stab someone that we love, and it's gonna be.
I don't
awful.
think she doesn't. I don't think.
Like
she's gonna
imagine
live to
like
tell.
Luke or Magna like go up and like go to try to stab a walker and it just like stabs him in the throat or some shit and
Jack
then
said-
just rips him apart. I would be shook.
Jack said they showing these walkers for a reason. They gonna get somebody other than these damn Commonwealth soldiers.
Nah, because we're not gonna get out of this only losing one person like
No.
that we care about. We're gonna lose more, or else it'd feel so flat.
The
Yeah, this
comparison,
episode was just a scare. It was like we
Yeah,
teased
it's
you
like,
something.
Yeah.
you ready?
the comparison,
No, I'm not.
the comparison I came up with was like them getting swept away by a river current. Like they was trying to get up there, and then these the aggressive walkers, bitch, move. So they just
Yeah.
like
And I mean, if
pretended to be a walker. So
they go to unwalker and they like start like because they have the strength to shove them and move them, but then that would draw attention.
yeah,
And then that would
people be
cause
looking
problems.
at them.
I
I'm
don't
like, bitch,
understand why
walk
they
with
didn't
your
just go
head
fucking
down.
Walk
the
around.
RV.
That's exact. I said that. I'm like,
I
okay,
literally
go
said
around,
that in my
Jules.
video. I said that in my video.
It's
And
like,
I kept screaming. I
If
told him to
only.
walk around, and I said, "Look down. Stop fucking looking at them in the eye. Look
They
where
were
you're
walking in
fucking
the front.
walking."
Like, how did they not see them? Honestly, they were walking first row. Those soldiers would have seen them all because they were
And
looking
they
at
I
them
don't
all
think
the
they were
time.
looking for them. I
And
think
they
they're
don't
just
have
like,
one enough
oh,
guts.
walkers. There's walkers.
But you
yeah.
see them people walk in there between all those walkers that are like.
we
just
saw
in the
them
spot.
go in there
Like,
though.
It doesn't make sense. Even with the searchlight, they've been full into the light. They should have been noticed somehow.
I mean,
I
that'd
said
be
the
if they
same
were
thing,
looking and
'cause
caring.
When
I
they
just-
when
they
they
don't
they
when
probably
they
just figured
changed
they were fresh spiders.
when they changed the frame and they showed it from the soldier's point of view, I was literally looking at our people in like the first 10 walkers, and I was like, "You don't fucking see them looking at you with clear eyeballs."
Exactly.
I was
Exactly.
thinking the same thing.
Well,
Like,
a lot
I know
of them
they
have
tied-
the visors on. They're probably dirty. Get some glare. And they're
Yeah,
like,
adrenaline
"Oh, was that a
fires.
regular person in there?" Nah, couldn't be. Couldn't be.
I knew shit was gonna hit the fan when Aaron was like trees, and they tried to dip off in the trees, and the Commonwealth soldier came with some more herd. I was like, God damn it. They was this close, but I did not see Lydia getting bit, and she was just screaming and fighting, and Aaron was like, he's gonna lose you. Jerry was like, they had to father her, like, and that was just,
Yeah.
oh my God, that was so good.
Aaron saying, "Lydia, you are so loved." That was
That was an
That
hit
affirmation.
hard.
That was an
She
affirmation.
probably never heard that in her life before, except for
Ever.
Henry
That-
and Elijah. Like, seriously.
Mhm,
They're better
That-
daddies than Alpha was a mom.
Literally.
for sure.
That shot me from a tenor to a soprano for like 2 seconds.
And then Jerry
They had
went
me
out
with
there to go look for him. And I was like, y'all better not do nothing to Jerry. They're the only
I can
kids
just
around there
see the
That was-
playing.
Talking
that-
Dead compilation for like if he dies, that like one of the last things they're gonna show, other than like when he's put down or his death, would be piece of cobbler. See you on the other side,
Right?
And then just
The only
Yeah.
people that are missing so far are Elijah and Jerry. Everybody in Coco.
Oh, and
Elijah, Jerry,
Virgil
Coco.
and Dog, they
Fuck
just
Virgil.
kind of went missing.
I
So
think-
did Scott, Barbara, Cal, and Eduardo. And
Now,
he,
Scott, I asked about Scott. Where the fuck is he at? I asked about him. Yeah, I don't know where he at, but in this episode, Jerry, Elijah, and Coco, the only three that ain't accounted for right now. And I'm upset because I swear to God, if they kill Jerry, them the only kids that got their mama and their daddy. And
When he walked out of that RV, I'm like, well, that's it. That's the last thing we've seen of Jerry.
I was afraid. 'Cause it seemed like a goodbye, but I'm hoping that it's
It
a
looked
full,
like it.
I'm
it
hoping
seems
it's a
too
red herring.
obvious.
Yeah, and it's not like Elijah is hurt. He'll be okay. And look,
And it's not like we care about him as much as the
But it
rest of
doesn't-
them.
doesn't really make sense though, because Jerry was also like slightly covered in Lydia's blood, which is fresh blood, which they smelled. Plus, they heard her scream, so why didn't they not try to come in?
I felt like they didn't have enough guts in the first place. So I don't know. Like Rick and Glenn was slathered.
They had like everything around their neck.
I think after the Gabriel thing, they're like, yeah, we want to make it mildly consistent to where we know that if they go too hard with the guts, they could get sick. So
no, but they weren't putting it on
Daryl.
them though. It was just on their clothes. They didn't have enough on their clothes for me.
I mean,
they probably only had so much Walker. They only had like
they
what,
did
2 or
only
3
had
dead
one
Walkers?
Walker. Yeah, they only had that one Walker.
And they had what? How many people? They had Luke,
well,
Jules.
there was one in the RV because when Aaron opened the door, one
he did have to stab him,
and he had to stab him. So he could have lathered up some more.
That would have been nice to get some more guts, but yeah.
But they should have heard her scream though.
Oh, they did. They came to the door.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't have left there. Like as soon as Jerry walked out of there, they should have been like grabbing onto him. I mean, that's how I felt.
And even when Lydia woke up after,
you just want death and chaos, don't you?
And even when Lydia like woke back up after passing out because she obviously got her arm cut off, she ready to get up and go look for Elijah. And I'm like, bitch, sit down.
You're leaking right now.
You
like,
want to go get him, but you're not gonna make it out of this trailer. Like, please sit the fuck down. But yeah,
she don't want to lose somebody she really likes.
Machond, that reminds me of Telltale. After leaving the place, Kenny and Sarita, like to chop it off. She's like, "Oh, let's keep going." Nope. I was like, "Lydia, you sit your ass right there and you stay there."
And they had her real pale. You could tell she lost a lot of blood. I don't know how they made her look so pale, but yeah.
She looked like drowsy and acted drowsy and all. They did a good job on that one.
Not baby powder.
Cassidy's great. A+ acting.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her.
Oh my god, when she like drops into
life.
that like, oh, she's one of the best people that I've met when I've gone to the cons.
Yes,
she's
absolutely.
the goofiest, most adorable little bean. And I swear, like anytime I see her, it just warms my heart in every possible way. And seeing her so sad and just like the squeaking and the cry, I was like,
she taps into that Lydia energy just instantly. She is
now imagine if she had been doing that type of Lydia energy with Chandler. Imagine how awkward he would have been with it at first, but then like he would have definitely gotten like super soft around her for a little bit. Oh, piece of potato, goddamn.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping that Jerry's a red herring, but if it is, he's gonna probably be saved by somebody else who's gonna, we care about, who's gonna die. Like, Ezekiel save Jerry and end up getting, let's hope
Pretty
not.
sure
But
won't make it. But
maybe Jerry will come through and save everybody else.
Something. What if he
We need a hero. We need an outside person. That's a CRM reference, Machond. He's with the CRM, so if he comes.
I mean, Ezekiel listed up all the things he survived, which to me is like kind of an idea that like he's gonna die.
And didn't he come out and say that he's very unsatisfied with where his character ended?
I mean, I would be too.
He did.
Wait,
He
who
was
said
on
that?
Walking Dead when it was just getting good.
Kari Payton.
He came out and was like very, very adamant that he did not like the way that his character ended.
Wait, Kari said that?
Yeah, he did.
Why are you telling me this? Because you're making me think Ezekiel gonna die.
I mean,
either that or he's
Tell
gonna
me that.
be
That's why I
like
don't watch nothing.
just boring.
That's why I don't watch nothing.
He was strong in season 8, but I lost him.
He did say that he really hopes that they reach out to do like. He didn't say Tales specifically, but he basically said that he would definitely be interested in doing like the formation of the kingdom, which I would be 100% here for. Like seeing a little baby Shiva and like, well, maybe not a little bit, but like Shiva and Jerry, and that'd be amazing. Would love that so much.
That's how I do for him.
We would much rather see a Tales for him than Terry Crews.
Oh, absolutely. Even the F-bombs couldn't save Tales.
Yeah, it was cringe. That's why I'm discouraged.
We'll get to it when we get to it, but the
Reina
F-bomb in
was
this one was
unable to
amazing.
see any of Tales, so
I haven't seen anything of it. They didn't air it out here.
Oh,
but
girl, it's cringe. You ain't missing nothing. It's so bad. You ain't missing nothing.
I hope we're getting a background story or a spin-off or episode where the sanctuary started, like who was in charge before the, because I want to see more of Simon. Like
there's way more stories that we would like.
There is.
Yes, I want Sasha and Tyrese.
In the comics, didn't Negan take over Sanctuary from someone who was already there? Like, did he not got in and like bullied within the Sanctuary before, and then he took over? Like, who was the other?
That's what happened, kinda in the comic books.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I haven't ever read the comics. It's really hard to get them down here, and like, it sucks because I really want to read them.
We need to get back on track. Because we need to talk about, first of all, this horde is coming towards Commonwealth, and that's what Pamela's using to basically get people off the streets and stop bitching and distract them. And during all of this, Mercer, is trying to, whether or not Pamela caused it, he knows he's got to deal with this herd, and things do not go as planned with that situation. So, do we want to, before we get into that, do we want to talk about the conversation that Mercer had with Princess over the radio?
He said, "My girlfriend."
My girlfriend's coming. Yep.
And that's all that matters.
He said, "Daryl, what's so good to hear your voice?" I was like, "Oh, look at Daryl."
But I have to wonder if maybe, Mercer kind of warned her that she would be taken. And, if I wonder at what point Mercer decided, fuck Pamela. Was it when they took his girlfriend? Was when they were threatening his sister? When it was, when they were basically going to kill his sister's boyfriend and he didn't want to deal with that shit? At what point did Mercer, flip the switch and say, fuck this, I'm not going to do it anymore?
I think with the conversation.
Was it the conversation with Princess earlier?
I think with Princess, yes. That's what I believe.
Fuck this shit. I
was going to say maybe with his sister, because that was the beginning of everything hitting the fan. Because literally the day before, he was just casually talking to Rosita. If you ever need to get out of here, yeah, I got you. And then the next day, his sister and Eugene did that shit because they didn't have, didn't they capture her before Eugene? I don't remember.
They did.
What did they capture?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had her. So he was obviously ready to do anything about his sister. So I don't know. I feel like it might have started then. Like, if I need to do something, I'm going to do it because this is my sister. But Eugene ended up taking the fall. So he didn't have to do anything for her because Eugene came and took the fall. So, yeah.
Maybe that was it because Eugene took the fall and he's like, okay, I'm going to take something back, because he saved my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was a combination of everything, to be honest with you. But I think he also, in his mind, had some thoughts beforehand because he was looking into that list and stuff. Like, he already knew about the shady stuff, and it didn't sit right with him. It was just a timing thing. Like, when do I make the move? How do I make the move? I think our group finally presented the opportunity, but I think he had to be sure it was going to work before he decided to give, switch sides.
And too, like, Mercer knows that they do dirt, but ever since our people got there, he just been finding out more and more shit. And you see, when everything hit the fan, he ran out to go protect the people. It was never in his first mind, oh, let me get Pam, let me protect her. You're supposed to protect me.
I'm supposed to protect the Commonwealth, goddammit. I love the fact that when she's like, we're going to come, and basically we're going after Pamela, and he's like, you okay with that? And he's like, yeah. Just the way he said that was like perfect.
Was so good. He's so soft when he's talking to Princess. It's nice to see him relax and not be the fucking macho man like he is at work all day. He get to come home to Princess. He get to be soft and just relax a little bit. Oh, I love it.
But of course, bringing in that herd of Bitas, which Pamela had no fucking clue that there were variants in there, that we're going to be able to climb up. I mean,
and the soldiers are so fucking stupid. Like, how are you just standing there letting a walker take your helmet off? Can you at least put up a fight, please, sir?
He was already bitten by
pointless.
He was already bitten and probably dead by then.
He had no fight. Lydia was fighting harder with a bit arm than he was. And she little. I mean, just they continue to disappoint me. Eugene was able to fight one of them at his first real fight. What? You let Eugene beat you up with a piece of furniture? Come on now, y'all got to do better.
Yeah,
I was proud of you. I was proud of Eugene.
That flashlight hit.
Yeah. It was the wall, Eugene. It was a lot going on. But yeah, them soldiers, they cannot fight.
He body slammed the shit out of that soldier.
The whole time I was talking shit, I'm like, Eugene, you better get your big ass under that dresser. You better have. He stood behind that door. I was like, is he gonna fight? Oh yeah.
Well, I figured he was unlocking the door because if it was locked,
he would know somebody's on the inside. Yeah, if the chain was on it. So that's why he took the chain off.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, he hyped himself up a little bit. He was like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. And he just did it. I was like, oh my God. It was so good.
I think that was a variant though. The one that like unbuckled the straps on the helmet, took the helmet off so it could get chomping.
The wall.
Yeah, climbed up.
Well, yeah, other than the climb, but like the fact not only can they climb and use weapons, they like know how to be tactical about the way that they attack.
Yeah.
People,
Like, you know,
which is
some
terrifying.
walkers, you know, we used to walkers that'll bite the helmet, just stupid. Biting the helmet.
Yeah,
No, that
or
walker said,
bite
I need
an already
meat.
bitten arm, like with Tyrese.
Yeah, that walker said, I need meat.
Yeah.
That's my thing too. It's like you see they climbing and you gonna turn your back. What are you doing, sir?
It's like, shouldn't you be looking around?
I didn't think he turned his back on the ones that were climbing. I thought he was facing the ones climbing, but then the one
He did,
climbed up
and
behind
he turned
him.
around and there was one already behind him. But like
Yeah.
he just
I mean, that's got to be terrifying to them. They've never seen this
But
before.
why
They
was
don't
there
know what's
only
going
one
on.
guy on the wall? What I don't understand.
Yeah, that
Because
was
they
dumb.
had pulled a bunch of the backup.
Pamela pulled all the people back to go get Mercer, and I love how Mercer was so cool. He was like, "Okay, so the herd is coming." Like he literally didn't give a fuck.
you got to deal with them,
Oh
and
my
it's
God. No,
not
his-
an ordinary herd.
His response, though, like you guys were saying with Princess on the radio, was amazing. I was waiting for a fuck yeah, but he literally just like he gave her the sweet time to give her like 5 seconds and was just like, yeah.
So good.
And then that was it, and that's all he needed to say, and it was just perfect.
Mm-hmm. I love how all Mercer people stood their ground. Mercer, you're under arrest. They was like, hold on, bitch. Hold on. No, he ain't. He was like, stand down. Okay, so this herd. So yeah, I love that man. Very
I mean,
stand-up guy.
Mercer's someone who's going to put the community first ahead of himself.
A very
You
stand-up
think
guy.
he'll put it in
I
front of his own
just
life, though?
Don't understand the lady who arrested him, because not even like a moment later she's in Pamela's office telling Pamela shit just hit the fan, and she's still not thinking about what Mercer just told her before she arrested him.
Exactly.
Like, stop Pamela, she's doing shady shit, and she just goes ahead with it. I was like, girl.
And then
who told
Pamela's
you?
all
I think
like,
she'll turn on
"Protect
her
the
by next
estates."
episode, though.
It's to me, the people that are still working with Pam at this point, it's like you don't even give a fuck about your own life. Like, how are you going to continue to live this life at the Commonwealth if y'all let everybody get eaten the fuck up? You're not about to go build shit. You're not about to go grow no food. You're not finna go make shit. I mean,
She even said it. She's like, most of the civilians will not survive it, and still she didn't clock on. I was like, are you stupid?
yeah, I was very much annoyed because the people that are just working for Pam literally don't give a fuck. Ain't no way the herd that she made me bring here, I'm just gonna leave it. Just to what? And she sent extra to her house. Oh, I can't wait for her to
Right.
get hers. But yeah,
And the
so-
ones they kill are gonna add to the army most likely. So that really don't make no sense. Like,
So we
Exactly.
gotta protect the estate.
that's what she said.
The elites.
Mhm.
she's an idiot.
Yeah.
I honestly, I was very sure that she was gonna die up until last episode. Now, I feel like we're gonna get a Negan
Jail.
moment with. I think Judith is gonna like come up, give some big badass speech.
Even though that bitch
and
the one
want-
shot you in the chest.
Exactly,
Nah,
and I think
Judith will
she's
kill
She got
gonna.
about right here, somewhere right in
I
here.
think Judith is gonna advocate to put her behind bars and try to do something better. And
She's
they're
gonna
gonna be
do
like,
it the Rick way.
she's gonna do it
Because
the
the
right
Machond
way.
way is fuck a bitch up. But
Literally.
She gonna do it Rick way.
Machond was with Rick when they decided to keep Negan there, but she also was like physically threatening and like choking him out and talking about the stitches. Or no, that was Rick.
She backed him up. I don't know.
Literally, that was not her decision. She just backed up her man because that's what he did. She was like, I see the benefit, but I would have just killed him.
She could have gone with Maggie and Daryl.
No,
but she didn't.
No, but you don't do that to your lover. You wouldn't betray them, even if you disagree. She voiced it later on when they had their little pillow talk. Like, I wonder if we should have just killed him, but I don't think she would go against it.
If she didn't have her humility, she would have literally said, Rick, get the fuck out my way, and would have took Negan head off. But she was like, okay, well, since you didn't kill him, I see why you didn't kill him. But it was never like, don't kill Negan, because she wouldn't have hesitated. She would have took the head all the way off, not just slit throat.
Well, we got a bunch of chat and
hey, chat
about Mercer following the law, because Mercer, you notice he was like, these people are witnesses that you're bringing back, so that gives him grounds to take out Pamela. So he was looking to take her out legally as well.
He the only one still following the law at this point. Just him. Shout out to Mercer.
Yeah, I think that I don't know. I just kind of want to see them considering imprisoning Pamela, and she like runs into a herd of walkers and gets, basically.
But only if she gets to eat dog food. Only if she gets.
She need a good ass whooping first. I need to be satisfied
and
before
eat
she
dog
go to
food.
bed. Like,
I needed to be given easy street. She don't just get to sit in jail.
Fair.
And get this fresh organic. No, she don't get this fresh organic produce we going. That bitch get Alpo.
She needs to get killed by Rick. Like Rick popping up and she like, you did this to my child, bam.
Like, no, that was a grown ass man that made he made his bed and he needed to lay in it, goddamn it.
Do you guys remember in Here's Negan when he was feeding Lucille and they were like, oh my God, this dog food tastes amazing? Maybe he didn't I'm not saying that it was good because I would dry heave and probably vomit if I tried to eat dog food, but maybe that wasn't the punishment part, like as much, because if he really wanted to do, he could have gave them like moldy food or like no food, but he gave him food that like had a special place in his heart and mind with like Lucille. So I don't know, that just like the fact that detail was there just seemed.
Dead wife. It's good enough for you.
Yeah, like it was like she really liked this.
I see where you're going, Jack, but I'm not making the correlation because he was stripped naked and listened to the same thing.
I'm not saying the naked thing was. I mean, I don't think he was looking at naked Daryl being like, the right line, you kind of look like Lucille. Like, no, I like the naked and the easy street.
No,
part
I'm saying
was awful,
I don't think there was any warm heartedness in that.
Oh, I don't think he did it like, yeah, this is good. But I think out of all the things that he did with that kind of whole routine, I think that was at the bottom in terms of like how important it was and how much of an impact he felt it would have. Because when you starve people, that has a very strong impact. Like we saw with Eastman and Crichton Dallas Wilton. Like that shit is traumatizing. And so, I mean, like if it's dog food or die, I'm gonna eat the dog food. But
Rick
I don't know, it was
let
just
Carl eat dog food.
Yeah, and then he was too weak to push that walker off him far enough, and look what happened. That dog food would have helped.
I don't think dog food 3 years earlier would have helped him push that.
You never know, man.
It's like, well, he didn't get all his canine vitamins. No, I don't think that's the case here.
Do you guys think they're gonna bring Dog back, or you think we're gonna get like one scene with him at the end? Like Daryl's gonna be like wrapping up whatever his last scene is, and then be like, "Oh, Dog, come here, good boy," and just like pet him, and then that's it, and that's all we see. Like we see him just run and be like just
I think Dog
being
should
a dog.
like save Daryl from something and just come
Can
out.
Dog
They're gonna kill
Pamela,
Dog.
Can Dog bite Pamela in the ass?
That would be
Shiva
He should
moment
bite
with
Pamela's
Dog.
ass first.
Bite
It'll be hard to
Pamela
find.
I
but
was thinking the other side from the ass, but you know.
I mean that too. Bite every essential part.
Please.
Yeah,
that would be hilarious. Like over 10 years into the apocalypse and you get bitten ass by a dog like you're the fucking mailman. Like that would be so
That would be so disrespectful.
Well,
Like, you're
I
like
do
a
have to
dog lover
say,
your whole life.
we hate Pamela, but the actress is doing such a great job.
Oh my
What
god,
other
she
stuff
is
is she in?
great.
Because it seems like she's acts very well, so I feel like she's got to have more
Oh, her
experience.
IMDb, she's got a good amount of
lot.
experience.
Okay, I was gonna say because I hadn't
and,
seen her before this, but
I think you just didn't recognize her before this because she's playing a far different character than she's played some very lovable characters in the past.
I was gonna say I didn't notice that,
Is that
Lance
possible?
was Clay's dad from 13 Reasons.
He is also in American Horror Story and The Coven as the witch hunter.
Yeah, I haven't finished Coven yet, but yeah, I definitely didn't recognize Lance at first, but then I
I
like,
didn't.
oh, okay.
I only
Yeah, there's a lot
recognized
of like
him-
one name people, or not one name, but like this is like their breakout, like with Josh and Christian. Well, no, Christian had a couple before this, but like Josh and I think Paola too. I don't know what else, like how much else she did before
Ross,
this, but
definitely Ross.
yeah, Ross I think did a
Ross,
decent amount of
yeah.
voice
Walking
acting.
Dead was Andy's crossover.
Yeah, from
Ross
rom-coms.
was about to quit acting.
That's right. I
when
remember
he
hearing
got
this
the
story.
call, you know, from his agent saying they want you to come down to Atlanta, and he's like, "Nah, man, I don't." His agent's like, "Look, just do this. Trust me." And if he didn't get the role for The Walking Dead, he might have become a writer stuck in a
And he's
apartment
gotten
somewhere in
to
New York.
he's
So-
gotten to be such a deep character being Aaron, so this is great.
And all the
y'all know
voice
I'm-
acting
y'all
with
know I'm a
Invincible,
rat for
too.
Aaron.
voice
better-
acting, Red Skull. Well, you know,
Yeah.
Stone Keeper.
There's so many
I'm a
MCU
ride for
crossovers
Aaron.
now.
Protect Aaron. Y'all know I'm a ride for him.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's gonna lead Alexandria. I will die on that hill.
I'm looking forward. He should
Over
be at
Gabriel's dead
Terrificon
body.
again next year. So that'll be nice.
Gabriel don't deserve shit at Alexandria. He
Gabriel
can't even
likes to
see
have
half
we
the damn
can't sleep on
town.
his development. He's been such a good character. Ain't
Okay,
no
but
way.
that doesn't mean he needs to stick around.
I'm rooting for
But
Gabriel
he's head
not
of the
making the
council.
finals.
Yeah, if I had
You
to
know-
pick, like they're
you
gonna split
know-
up some couples.
No, you know
death-wise.
it is amazing that about 11 years or so into the apocalypse that Gabriel has not been bitten yet. Lydia has gotten bitten, which that is insanity to me. We know why she got bit, but
I mean,
because
she's
she
surrounded
her.
herself with walkers half her life, so I'm surprised she
She's
didn't
raised with
before
walkers.
this. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but she knows how to handle them. It was just because
apparently
of her
not,
she-
because she's
distracted by the whole Elijah
She
thing.
literally didn't give a
she's
fuck
whipped.
that she got bit. Like literally did
Well,
not give a fuck.
Think about this. You know, she lost Henry. She had feelings for Henry, and she lost him in such a horrific way. And then she's like, I can't lose the
I
next
know she like,
guy.
Yeah.
I finally get a little piece of happiness, and y'all think y'all gonna take this shit from me, Elijah? Come here.
It's funny that's been mentioned because she literally said that like last week, like I can't lose anyone again, and then
Yeah.
this happens because Elijah being stupid.
Aaron is like, girl, I lost my man, but that was my husband. So you know I was hurt more to you. I done lost my motherfucking hand. Girl, I get it. Like Aaron is like, I get it. I swear.
And
No,
he
the
hit her
acting
with
in that
that.
scene
He's
was
gonna
just so
lose
good.
you.
yeah, that
Yeah, they did an amazing
I was
job.
surprised that I was not the only reactor that like had a gut instinct that like if she doesn't shut up, like knock her out or something, because we don't need her to
Oh,
scream.
Aaron would have
when she
done
gets
that.
this cut. No, I know.
The
he
only
would,
thing that
but-
made her shut up was when he was like, he gonna lose you. And she was like,
that I was gonna
Exactly.
say,
Yeah,
if
you-
he wasn't
you
going
can't
to do
save
anything
him-
physical.
she
That's
can't
like the
save him
perfect
if
thing
she
to
did.
say. Exactly, like Kelly said.
she could not have
I feel
had
like we're
better
gonna
reason for her.
lose. I would rather lose like Jules or something, but I feel like they're just gonna keep her. I don't know why, but I feel like they're gonna keep her around. They're gonna split up some of the couples though. They won't take Jerry from us though. I think we can all agree that
Swear to
that would
God,
hurt
if
us
they
too much.
I
take
hope
Mr.
it's a red
Smug
herring.
Orange from us.
It seems too obvious,
But-
doesn't it? Like to kill him, like the way that they set
I mean,
that end
listen,
up.
the vinyl's named Rest in Peace. I think we're gonna lose 80%.
I mean, Norman said everybody dies, but I think that's
Yes,
a
he
lie.
said
So he can fuck off.
I think he's just like, at one
he
point,
doesn't want spoilers.
One point, Seth said that everyone died several seasons back and were replaced by little people.
I
But,
remember
that's that didn't turn out to be the case. So maybe he lies.
Well, all of the people that were in front of us going into Union Square are pretty much dead. So
yeah,
they're dead.
that
I love that
Taylor
I
guy,
could pick that
The
out
slaughter.
That's
so quickly. Like the second they walked out there, I'm like, oh, I don't really see any named people that we care about. They're all dead. 10 seconds later, I'm like, all right, yeah.
I knew
Could
that
have
was
put
gonna
like one of the people we care about there and have them get like clips so it wouldn't be as predictable, but whatever.
Well, I mean,
Judith-
the station being empty, I mean, there was a lockdown. That they necessarily knew about it.
They
but
knew what was. They knew what was going to happen.
Daryl figured it out.
Daryl didn't even get out the door that good. Daryl opened the door and he was like, "No, something ain't right. Get out."
Yeah, he saw the locked doors from the inside and was like,
you
that's
can
some
feel
sus shit.
Like, can't you feel the weird energy? I'm always surprised about that. Like, you can feel the weird energy. Like, why are the fucking doors chained and it's too quiet while people were just rioting outside and we know people were just rioting? It's too quiet.
Yeah, but people went into their, homes for the lockdown, which
It's
I'm
too
wondering with all these biters coming in, if they're coming into if people are in their homes, doors are locked. I mean, yes, we have some smart biters who might be able to operate a doorknob, but if they don't have a key, I mean, hopefully a lot of people will just, be safe in their homes. But
it's gonna be like when they was in Alexandria with all them damn walkers in there. They're gonna be like, damn, what the fuck we gonna do? And it may be a couple of people that might try to go out there and fight. I don't think they should because they ain't never had to fight, but
shoot, the variants, depending on how many there is, they gonna start opening doors, busting windows.
Yeah.
They gonna get
anything
them
that
some
ain't
meat.
nailed down, y'all can forget it. If the shit ain't nailed
Exactly.
down, they moving it. Okay.
I mean, it reminds me of the farm invasion where they were like, yeah, a horde that size will bring the house down. Like, if there's enough, they'll take whatever they're fucking going against down. Like,
If
whether
they're
they open the
those
doors or
walkers.
not. To be fair, if they're like brick houses, though, it's going to be kind of
Yeah,
tough.
they have proper buildings. You're not tearing down
Yeah.
a brick building, but you're
No,
just not
but
gonna
if
be able
there's
to
like
go your ass
windows and
outside.
shit, that could pose some problems. So, and there's people in there I feel that are like the OG Alexandrians when we first got there that don't know
can
what the
go
fuck they're
fight.
doing. Like some
Right,
probably know
definitely.
what they're doing. Like they arrived there after they survived. They know how to handle things, but if they're not expecting this, like, could you imagine like an invasion like this happening and you're just like sitting on the john? Like, how awful would it be? Like you get out the shower and you're like wrapping tight, you got your hair up, whatever, and you just see like 10 walkers in your house, or like you just finished going to the bat and just walkers, and you're like, out of every possible situation this could have happened.
Or you
Why
was
did
just
it
about
have
to-
to happen this way?
it's like,
Or
damn
you
it,
were
I
just
didn't
about
even
to
finish
go-
wiping and they killed.
No,
Goddamn.
like
Or you about to go restock your pantry and you were about to open the door and you was like, now wait a damn minute.
yeah, like you're about to go, have a good day. Just, the
Maybe
fuck?
people want to
It's
try
just-
to get in other people's houses, bust down the door, and there you go.
And I bet
Yeah.
you it's some people who ain't locked. Because it's people like that now
Exactly.
who don't lock their
Yeah,
Well,
it's
house.
like
I mean,
those
again,
like old small towns.
There
and
was the
shit.
announcement they called a lockdown. That's Pamela's way of getting the protesters off the street. So hopefully, if people are going home,
They
like,
didn't
we
just go
gotta
home.
obey,
They locked the door too.
we locked the door. Some of them have go bags because apparently Lance said, citizens can have go bags with weapons and stuff like that.
And
So,
be fucking quiet and cut the lights off.
yeah, it's like maybe, some of them could remain safe, but having glimpsed next week's, next week on The Walking Dead, a lot of people are going to be stupid asses. So let's talk about this ambush. I think the SS troops of Pamela's that, were waiting, they were actually hoping that more of them would come out and they'd actually cluster near the doors
They were.
until, Daryl spoiled their little surprise. So, and then poor Taylor, he survived this whole thing with getting his ass beat by Princess and getting demoted, getting the whole
Sent off to jail. Came back.
Sebastian capturing him and all that shit, which had to be humiliating.
Going along with the pretend Sebastian catch. Oh, humiliating.
Yeah, and after all this, he's one of the first one who gets shot. So
He was like, hey guys.
I'm home.
it's like, you were a trooper. Shouldn't you have a little bit better, sense of this stuff?
He didn't feel the energy. I'm like, it ain't no way the room and that energy was good. Ain't no way it felt light. Like, hey, I'm back. Like, no, it had to feel weird, sir.
But I
And he
was
was just like,
I was surprised though that Pamela actually showed up to, see the dirty work and actually picked up a rifle to get her hands dirty. I was like,
I wasn't that surprised because when she went out hunting with Maggie, she knows her shit.
Yeah, true.
She seems like
That's
she's
true.
experienced, like game hunting. or some
Unlike her
shit.
son,
But
took her
killing
training
somebody is
serious.
different.
But this is the thing. She, unlike her son, took her training serious, but she wouldn't have did that shit on her own. She only went out there because she had backup and she wanted to feel like she was big and bad and like she was doing something. So,
Mhm. But like Maggie said too, Pamela is scared of them. Like they scared the shit out of her. So she's like, I need this to work. So she was so desperate that she was about to try to shoot them her damn self. And she could have killed Maggie.
Judith, like, I think my mic died.
Judith did
No, we
that
can
in a
hear
proper,
you. Just talk loud.
in a proper
Oh, okay.
Lori and Carl
My
fashion.
AirPods died. I need new AirPods. They just don't work. They don't charge.
Yeah.
You might just need a new case.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna just get some.
her picking
ones.
up a gun and getting her own hands dirty. I mean, yeah, she knows how to shoot. I was just surprised because she saw this guy get killed, which made the rifle available. And then she puts herself in basically the same spot he was in.
And she
You
got
know.
on the motherfucking suit. Like, in kitten heels. Like, girl, go sit down.
Yeah, I am
She looked badass
surprised.
though.
It would not have been very satisfying for her to just get randomly shot. Because we want her.
Oh yeah,
to
no,
suffer.
that would have sucked.
What got me was,
And the shoulder
like,
would have been nice, though.
obviously we're going to talk about Judith, but like after she shot Judith, when the soldiers next to her started getting shot and falling, I'm like, bitch, y'all can't shoot the bitch in the suit. You killing everybody around her. Shoot the bitch in the suit. Oh, I was so mad.
Did you guys notice that everybody stopped shooting for a couple seconds after Judith got shot?
Yeah.
That was perfect cinematography. Are you
Oh,
kidding me?
Yeah.
No, I know that I'm not talking down. I'm talking up.
No,
on it.
yeah.
I'm-
Rosita was
It was
like,
great. Maggie's
And
eyes got
Maggie-
wider than I have ever seen. It was
It's like,
great.
You fucking shot Rick
Dog was
Grimes'
there.
adopted kid.
that was the definition. That was the definition of shit just got real.
I like
Daryl
how
instantly threw that gun. Oh, it was great.
I like how
Gabriel was
realistic
like-
Pamela's reaction was too. Like when the dude got popped, like she was in shock that she did it because she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pop this bitch Maggie that didn't want to join our group," and then she's like, "Oh fuck, I just shot a kid," and she was completely in shock. And the guy got popped next to her, and she was like, "Ha ha!" Like that was like really fucking. That was like the Maggie noise that was inhuman in 701 when Daryl got taken. She was like, she sounded like
when
someone
you're
from
in
Star
distress,
Wars.
you make noise.
I know, but it's so visceral and like
Well, it was
uncomfortable.
and then she was like, "You did this. You blaming them."
yeah,
She
she
will
can
never
fuck
take
right the
ownership
fuck
for
up.
anything. She will never take ownership for anything.
You know what I just noticed about Lydia? The arm she got bit is the one that she was like putting forth to get bit in 916 on the ice when she was like, "Oh, just bite my." It was the same fucking arm.
Wow.
That's some
She
shit.
manifested that.
That's some shit.
Ryan,
I
we
don't
haven't
want
heard
to
from you. Are you
manifest
still
anything.
awake?
I'm still awake. I found it funny that with the scene, nobody like kind of hit any of the soldiers, and then Judith gets shot, and then they killed them all instantly. Like everybody had
Yeah.
like straight shots. I was like, okay.
They came out of cover for that one. They
Literally, they
yes.
Y'all, I didn't when I need to go back and watch my reaction video. It's uploading right now. I didn't even I saw it, but I didn't even have time to react. It was a split second because they were jumping from frame to frame, showing everybody. And Judith just hauls from behind Daryl all across the little hallway and pushed Maggie and just shoulder to the ground. I was like I didn't even have time
I
to
feel like
react.
the
Right,
editing
you-
on that could
I
have
didn't
been
make
like
it sound like I'm just like in pure shock.
Like my TV died exactly at that moment, so I screamed because my screen went black, and I had to go to Disney to actually
Wow.
watch the rest of it.
It
That's
was
a nightmare.
it happened so fast. Daryl says stay with him, and Lori and her kids don't listen. But it was so good. So now Pamela got to die. I'll be surprised if they put her in jail at this point because she shot Judith. They already was ready to kill the bitch.
I think my prediction is she's going to die some way. Either she's going to like, you know, be like, no, you'll never get me, and run into like a bunch of bitas, or you know,
That
she seemed like the type that she feel like, to me, Pamela seemed like she would do the shit the warden did in Shawshank Redemption, lock
Kill
herself in a
herself.
fucking office and blow her fucking brains out because she's not gonna face what
suicide is another option. So I think either she's going to run and get killed, or she's going to off herself rather than face, you know,
or make a radio call to get picked up by the CRM.
I like that line of thinking,
You know
Jack.
what? You know what?
and then she dies right before the helicopter lands.
Helicopter just
crashes
on her.
Daryl got another
Rick
fucking
emerges
bazooka
from
and
the
blows
flames.
it up.
Imagine that though. Her as the CRM villain though, coming
Yeah,
back.
like they go to her office after like winning over the rest of the soldiers to like find her, and she's just gone, and there's just like a folder sprawled out on the table, and
With
it
the
mentions
circles.
Rick, and that's it. And the fucking show ends right there.
I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad.
Oh, people would be so tilted though if they just gave us that tease about Rick and then just ended it. Oh, that would hurt
I
so much.
genuinely do not
They
know.
gotta do something. It's gonna be something. I'm telling y'all. If it ain't something, I'm writing a letter.
I knew it was gonna
You
be
should
some
already
shit.
start the letter.
I knew it was gonna be some shit when Judith said she was going, but I did not see that girl getting shot. They got hell to pay now. They got hell to pay.
I mean, I was
That
sure that her or Lydia were going to be injured in this episode because of like the original trailer that came out. Like it looks like Daryl's carrying, like the scene where he's carrying her. It looked like he was
There
carrying
was
somebody
in there, but it was cropped. You couldn't see that he was carrying Judith.
But you,
So we
if
do
you
have a
really
question.
analyzed it, you could kind of tell. But
Did Ezekiel get shot? I don't think he got shot.
no.
he had a clean ass slide under that bench, though.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I
Can
need
we-
him for my
again,
baseball team in Woodbury.
Oh my god, it was amazing.
I always say this, but it's so true. Norman gets the coolest fucking shots in
I
Walking
know. I
Dead,
fucking
period.
hate it. They need to disperse that shit more.
At first, he said Ezekiel threw it, he just blew it up, and I'm like, just add that to his
Even though
list.
that's like one of the most unrealistic parts of the episode, I was just like,
Add it
I'm
to
just
his
here
list.
for it. Like, if it looks cool, whatever, sure, go for
Was
it.
a powerful
Rick's
throw, though.
gun.
People have done harder things, but hey, he gets the coolest shot added to his list. I did not see that girl getting shot. I literally felt it when she got shot in the chest.
And then
was in
fucking
pain.
Eugene, you know,
It's
says
playing
Again,
ninja.
coming through.
He's playing ninja.
This was
Right.
like one of his best episodes.
though I
He
have to
did some
say,
good.
was that one trooper going to be able to really, you know, they were coming out ready to shoot. One trooper wouldn't have stopped him.
I kind of wish he would have busted the lock for him, like they would have been trying to get out, like pinned down in that
Yeah,
corner,
he
not able to
saved
open the door,
Yeah.
and he was able to bust it open for it, like take out the guard, open the door. Say, I feel like that would have been nicer instead of them just suddenly being able to get through the lock, even though they couldn't
Yeah.
before.
Well, I'm
I
sure
was waiting for
somebody
Magna
shot
to get
it
popped
or-
right there. Like she walks out like Miko, like on some Eric in the comic type shit. I was just waiting for her to just get popped out of nowhere. Kind of like Marco a couple episodes ago at Hilltop. He's just like,
Yeah.
let's go. Boom. And then just gets domed. Like, oh, we
Yeah.
got to have at least one like really random, surprising,
Like,
like
Denise, Daryl through the
instantaneous
back of the
death.
head,
Yes.
through the eyeball.
we need
And she
some
was
sort of
still
death like that.
talking.
Yeah. We
It
need a
was-
death like that.
I'm sure we'll get plenty.
I'm scared.
I'm worried. I honestly don't know if we will. I think we're only going to get like 2 major character deaths.
No, I think we're gonna get a lot.
Only
have a-
I mean, I would like more because it would raise stakes, but I don't
stakes
know if I
are
believe
like
it.
if Judith is
I don't-
shot and it was given Carl.
She won't
I
die.
don't
If she
need more
dies,
than one person
if they
to
show
die.
her flatline, I'm turning the episode
No,
off.
I feel like if Carl could take a bullet through the deer, shattered into his stomach, she could take one clean in the shoulder.
He also
He
got
just
shot in
went in
the
the eye.
face. So if he can
Yeah.
survive
Oh,
that, I
uh,
mean,
he lost a fucking eyeball. You're
Yeah.
right. Carl lost fuck his stomach. He lost a fucking eyeball.
yeah, she can survive. I'm not really worried about Judith. I don't think they would kill her without her.
So many people are making
have a
like
reaction.
articles and claims about
It was
the
a
fact
it
that
was
they
the
think she's
shock
gonna die.
factor. They was like, Judith is not getting out of this scot-free. Our apocalypse baby. She is not getting out of this scot-free. But yeah.
I'm interested to know from all of you who y'all think is gonna die in the season final.
I don't even
Like-
wanna
like
think about it.
little-
I'm gonna be
little-
honest. I don't know because it could be anybody other than the spinoff folks. But
I've been writing this shit down.
Ezekiel been ducking and dodging. Ezekiel been ducking and dodging.
He's a molly.
Like the fucking Matrix, and I'm scared that they just gonna give it to him on the last episode. I'm talking about he done ducked the comics, he done ducked cancer, he done ducked all that war, he done ducked everything, and then just keep on smiling. I don't know. I'm scared.
I just want to say to the chat real quick.
Diane's still alive. We still got Diane.
And she came back. Yeah, she did.
I do want to say to the chat, I just hid somebody who posted about some pictures of somebody's death scene, and we don't go for that. No spoilers. If
I'm so happy my phone's off.
If you heard something
that's why I don't go in the chat.
Do not post shit. I will ban your ass. So...
From what I understand, that people thought that there was some like leak of the after credit scene, but it was cosplayers. People like, oh my god, Rick shows up in a CRM outfit and has Daryl. It's like, no, it was Cecil cosplaying near the Alexandria filming location. Like he confirmed it on his socials that like he was doing like promo shots there, and people are like spreading it all around like, oh my god, Rick's in the CRM outfit. It's like, no,
I don't even think Cecil looks that much like
Wait. No, Mick Grimes looks better than Cecil.
It might have been it was a Rick Grimes cosplayer.
I think you've seen a Mick Grimes because he's currently
it might not have been Cecil, but regardless, it was it was definitely a cosplayer. Are you laughing at my impressions, Machond? Go take a breath and get some water.
Every time Jack do that voice, that shit is so funny to me. Like y'all don't understand.
I do so many voices. You're gonna have to be more specific.
No, it's like a proper like. It's like it's the voice that you should make when you mocking somebody. Like it's just so spot on. It's just so fucking funny.
You were asking about the death predictions though. I think they're gonna keep a couple of the couples together, but I definitely think they're gonna split up at least one or two. So I think either Rosita or Gabe is gonna die. I don't think they're both gonna make it.
Gabe.
Well, they're not a couple anymore anyway.
True.
Yeah, they broke up.
But they were raising a baby together. But Elijah or Lydia, I feel like they might swerve us and have it be Elijah. Like he might die saving her or something. I think they're one of the couples
I really don't want to have Lydia go through losing another guy.
No.
I mean,
same.
And I need Jerry to keep his wife and all his kids.
Yeah, because they got the Kingdom 2.0 coming up.
I think we're gonna lose Magna at some point somehow. Either Magna or Luke. I think
she don't have a deserving death though. Neither of them.
But that
they didn't do nothing.
But that would be a reason to kill someone off that's named that isn't a red shirt. That'd be like, oh shit, I know them. Like
Jack is basically saying it ain't no way that all the Yumiko group is getting out of this scot free.
No. Because we lost 75% of them in the comics. They're not going to.
Miko, Magna. Yeah, that's 6 people.
Well, I mean,
the whole group isn't going to.
I mean, I think Connie's in danger.
Yeah, I think Connie's going to die.
No, we ain't going to talk that up.
No, I mean, in the first like promos that they showed, they show her like just gunning people. She's gonna be fine.
I think Connie is fine.
Kelly though,
gunslinging in the next one. I
think Connie is fine just because she was already gone for a minute and she had just got captured and we got her back. I feel like it's somebody who ain't had no drama in a minute. I don't know.
Kelly.
I definitely think Annie and the baby are gone though, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I think she's gonna get Laurie's.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely agree with that one.
She's gonna get gunned down by a Commonwealth soldier. Yeah. Either her or Rosita. One of them is gonna get it.
No, it's not gonna be Rosita because of the baby. It's gonna be Annie because
that's my point though. Is with the baby, like that's the main thing with Laurie's comic thing is the baby.
Oh my god!
But I feel like they wouldn't do that to Rosita. That would be a little too graphic. I think.
But at the same time,
but I still think
they might not care.
Yeah,
it makes sense if it's Annie because Negan is like constantly with her, like he's totally loving.
But I don't know how they
go to New York without Annie.
Yeah,
Where's Annie at anyway? Where is she at?
Alexandria.
She stayed behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see why she's would get killed in this finale.
Or maybe she's either going to get killed or captured. Negan's not going to be with her at the end of this, and I don't.
Well,
I thought Herschel might die, but I think he's going to be fine.
The only reason I can believe why Jack's saying something gonna happen to Annie is because why did Negan leave and why is it just him and Maggie?
Well,
and why isn't Herschel there and Annie and the baby?
It's a 6-episode miniseries, so he could be on a quest. getting something. Maybe there's, some
back
supplies that
to
they
why-
need in
I
Manhattan.
just feel like after what happened with Lucille, he
I feel
wouldn't
like you gotta be
leave again.
drastic. I feel
No,
like
he
you gotta
wouldn't
be
I
leave.
feel like they
drastic.
had so many good opportunities to kill people throughout the season. I
Oh,
think it would be
so
so
many.
pointless just to save it all for the finale and just body.
But that seems to be what they're doing. Because
I
if they
would've-
don't have a
no,
body count in
and-
this episode, people are going to be so disappointed.
Yeah,
This-
that's what I
don't
believe.
know. I
This
feel
is
like
my thing.
she's
Wait, this
gonna
is
die.
my thing. Walking Dead has slaughtered so many people since 2010. The overall body count is enough.
Kang's
But
been a
people-
pussy, though. She hasn't wanted to do anything.
But
Since
Kang
Sadiq.
Going out with a
was
band.
soft.
Well,
There's
when you think
always
about
gonna
it,
be
though, the
people
ones
that
that
are
are
gonna
left
complain, but-
have gone through all this shit. They know how to survive. So it's like
Yeah,
they've-
and
all
so
the
did a
weak
lot of
ones
the-
have
Yeah,
fallen by the wayside. So
That doesn't mean we can't get caught by
me
surprise.
personally,
I agree.
if nobody died, I would be happy just because we have lost like 30 fucking people. Like everybody is already dead. You could damn near
I would
count the
love
whole
that.
group on two hands, damn
But
near.
I know they like hurting us, Machond. We can't
I
deny
know,
that.
but
So
what
they're
I'm
going
saying-
Not
to.
enough because they could have did it. This is the final season, and they want to save it all for the end. Like that's
Well, they want people to tune in. So the best way to get people to tune in is to make sure that if they're gonna kill people off, they wait till the end. Because because if they imagine they killed Jerry like episode 13 or some shit, people would be like, well, that's dumb, and like Jerry stands. But Jerry Stans would leave. And I think they were too soft and they cared too much about keeping people around because the numbers have been dropping so
too late
much.
for that. They killed Glenn.
I
the camera
think
went out the window.
That was gonna happen regardless.
I don't care.
So, in case you're wondering, this is definitely the predictions for next week, which we normally can't do because 3 of us see the episode ahead of time, so we can't really predict.
I like knowing.
But this time, we haven't been able to see the finale. The finale's coming out on AMC Plus and AMC at the same fucking time. So,
Yeah.
so we are going
I
through.
think the major death is going to be Ezekiel because he's been getting way too much screen time. I
That
think
is
he's
true.
gonna do something, and that the last
Yeah.
thing that he will say is going to be, "Yet I smile," and he goes out. That's why I believe. I think
I
it's gonna be
can
Ezekiel.
see it. Even though
I
I don't
saved
want
you,
it to
Jerry.
happen, I can see it.
And yet,
Ezekiel
I
been
smile.
ducking and
I
dodging.
think
death.
he's gonna save
Kyle, that
Jerry
would
or
hurt so much.
Jerry and his family or something else. He's gonna throw himself
Yeah.
before it, just like
That
he did
would
with
hurt.
Eugene, and that's just gonna be.
That would
can
hurt,
see
but
him
that would
saving
be
Jerry.
Imagine
be
he
something-
goes out saving dog.
I mean, that's also a noble way to get
Because
your
after
life.
Shiva,
I could see him saving Jerry. I could see him saving
Yeah.
Jerry.
Save Jerry.
Jerry got a wife and 3 kids.
yeah,
You're the
Jerry's
king
not
now.
gonna die. But I don't know if we're gonna
That
get.
would hurt me.
I don't know if we're gonna get a badass like fight scene with Jerry because we kind of got one in Variant. I don't know if they're gonna give us another one like that. I'm
I miss
worried
his
that they're
act,
gonna
though.
rush the action in this one though, and they're gonna make it like 10,
Now,
12.
now, how long is
where-
it going to be, this episode?
1.5 hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be 90 minutes with commercials, so it's gonna be about an hour without. So
Yeah.
that's not bad. But I don't want them to do what they did in 12 for the hilltop battle where they had it the first like 3.5, 4 minutes, and then they had the title screen and then it was over. Like they built up this
Kang
massive
don't like
thing.
long battle scenes.
I know, and I hate that so much.
I do
Because like
Gimple spoiled the hell out of us. Like we used to have some long ass battles.
Too Far Gone, there's a reason it's one of the most high, like the highest rated episodes of the entire series, and why it's in most people's top 5s or top 10s.
Which one
Is
is
it-
too far gone? You know I don't
Herschel.
know every other name.
Herschel.
Yeah, that literally
over
almost
there.
that entire that and No Way Out are like top tier Walking Dead for me. Like even like No
Agreed.
Sanctuary used to be up there, but the more I've watched it, the less I've started liking it actually, because it felt like it had no fucking stakes whatsoever.
There we go. Bring him back. There we go.
And the amount of people at Terminus that were shooting with the guns at their like belly button, not looking down the sights, just seems so fucking stupid and like such a big oversight that like if you're gonna shoot, you're gonna line the gun up. You're not gonna sit it like at your waist, just like no, that's dumb. Like that ruins the entire. Like you have Rick come in like a badass, steal the gun and mow him down, and it's like they didn't deserve to have the guns in the first place. They're holding it at their junk, just trying to shoot walkers in the head. Like no, that's so stupid. So
This
I
is
No
Tom
Way
and
Out or
Jerry
not
are
No Way Out.
trying to
No
shoot
Sanctuary
someone
just has
with his
tanked for
blind
me
eye.
recently, but I am super excited about the score because Bear is doing all of it for this episode. And oh my God, he better release a fucking
Music.
vinyl.
Been amazing this
I don't know
season.
what
These
we're
past
talking
few
about.
seasons, the music.
I
has
don't know
Bear
what we're
McCreary, the guy that does all the original soundtracks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've been killing it.
The Walking Dead music.
The first like 4
Has
to
never
6
let us
seasons
down.
were amazing. And then they kind of tapered off with some of the licensing, I think, but like it seemed like they didn't have as many licensed songs, or if they did, they were like pop songs or like popular songs to where like they weren't like that
Easy Street.
old like
know what
like that
song-
gritty shit.
know-
Like season 4. Oh my God, the music was so good. Like
no,
I
you know
go
when
and
you
look
said
up.
music.
Oh,
the
that,
first
that
song.
song
the-
that happens when I come out of my tent and I've been abandoned. That's
It's so good.
Wait, no. The first song that came to my mind was when Rick got his dumb ass stuck in the tank. No, when Rick got his dumb ass stuck
I
in the
know.
tank. What's the name of the song? I know the song, but I don't know the name of it.
I don't know the name.
I can't remember.
It's the froggy one, right?
When
It
Rick
was
got
in
his
his final episode too. At
Yeah.
the end. Yeah.
Then
Yeah, they did real like the different eras of Walking Dead
drifting
all have
down the
something
space lane.
and I love
Like,
the fact that
it's
Sam
It's called. I
Witwer
think
was
it's called
like
Space Jump. It's called.
Space Jump, yeah,
Yeah,
either
I think
Space
it's
Jump
called
or
Space
Space
Jump.
Jam. Yeah, I think it's Space Jump, but
yeah, I love the fact
Yeah.
Sam Witwer was
Also-
in there as a biter and just
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
he was in the tank. He's the biter that.
Oh,
came after Rick.
yeah. Because they were gonna do a whole story about that, weren't they?
Maybe, but
There was some article that, or like some interview that came out where they were planning on doing like a little mini series about like kind of like a webisode, I think, dealing with either the walker in the tank or that one walker that like came out of the bus and was following him around, just like looking at him like
Can we?
that whole time,
Can we
just
get?
like
Can we
staring
get
him
the
down.
first
He was
walker
a
we ever
variant.
saw? The first walker they ever saw before the show came out was Bicycle. So it's only right Bicycle Girl get something.
She got a webisode.
No, the teddy
You
bear
didn't
girl
see?
was the first one
You
we
didn't
seen.
see the webisode with Machond?
No,
I
she
got.
did. There is one of her. I've
No,
seen it.
I'm saying Machond didn't
Link.
see it.
Link.
I have all the webisodes. I will link them all to you. And
Yeah, Bicycle
send them to me
Girl,
too because I don't
The
think
only
I've seen
way-
them all.
the
Yeah,
only
you
way
see
I'm going to
what's
link them to you,
happening with
Machond, is if you react to them and put them on YouTube and your website, not just your website.
Will they get copyrighted?
If you trim them properly, like all the rest of us do, no.
Greg Nicotero said that was the first walker anybody saw because they used those as the promo pictures. So I mean, it's
Oh
only
yeah,
right
yeah.
Bicycle Girl get
The
one.
first couple like promo things I think were Bicycle Girl, but I will send them to
Can
you.
we all talk about the fact when Negan saw the variant and went like, "What?
What the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cutting up over Judith.
They
That was
were.
so-
Can we
so
also talk
good.
about how Eugene led the fucking charge at the end there? He ran straight forward in front of Ezekiel, in front of Negan, and was like, push him back.
Yeah, he
Like he
did.
was saying it with his chest. He got some like.
Well, he got a new
newfound
lease on
balls.
life.
Oh,
He's using it.
Yeah.
Eugene has
he
got,
got
his
double coochie. He got the courage, and he's
He has
ready
got
to
his-
fuck shit up.
he has
So-
got his 79th chance at life, and he is not wasting it. Eugene is
So-
the gift that just keep on giving. He ain't going no fucking where. At this point, it would be stupid to kill Eugene.
Yes.
Just like at this point, it would be stupid to kill Negan.
And
And
Gabriel.
Judith. It would be stupid to kill Judith. And who else, Tomaj?
Gabriel.
Yeah.
Head of the council, leader of Alexandria.
Can Gabriel
Rick
like
Michelle
save
comes
Poco?
Can
I'll
he
give him that.
actually see what's ahead in the future? Not really.
Right?
Listen, Gabriel ain't did nothing in 11C worthy of death.
He's
He
the
ain't
first
He ain't
one
done
that
nothing
died,
worthy of
actually.
If he
life.
was gonna
What do
die,
you
it should've been
mean?
during the Reaper's arc or
No,
the
but it
Whisper,
just-
into the Whisper arc.
You know,
It's
there's
too
just so
late.
many people I would rather survive more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mary and
Gabriel over
Ezekiel.
Eugene. I don't really care for Eugene like that, so I'm keeping Gabriel.
Ah, wow,
think
Eugene
Gabriel?
is so
I really
good.
don't. He's irritated me a lot. He really
You
has.
would rather
Gabriel was
wait, excuse
irritating
me.
Yes.
Excuse me. We have to settle the score. You would rather Eugene die before Gabriel?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, no one's on the same page with you there, bud.
I don't need y'all to be. Y'all know
Oh, I
I'm
know.
fine.
You don't give a shit when I'm.
Unreal.
Yeah, Machond,
Body
I'm
gangs.
surprised that you didn't realize that he felt that strongly about it.
I thought it was kind of 50-50.
No,
I didn't
he
know if
he
it
can't
was-
stand
Annoys the
Eugene.
hell out of me.
So I just put a poll up asking if all of us
You would've
reactors should do reactions to all the webisodes. Did Jack? Did you
I've already
already do
seen-
them? Did you already do reactions to them?
Did I? No. I mean, I saw the Bicycle Girl one years ago when it first came out, but I mean, they're pretty old. The majority of them are from season 1, 2, and maybe 3. They deal like the name. It's the one with Bicycle Girl is called Torn Apart. There's one called Cold Storage that deals with like Rick's storage locker, and like someone like is scavenging in it and like finds like family photos, and that's like the Easter egg is that like it's Rick. And then there's one I think that sets up the Don't Dead Open Inside room.
I've seen that one,
That
but I
one's
haven't seen all of them. I think it's only seen 2, so
I'm sure you guys all remember the Fear one, right? For the flight, whatever the number was. That like was in between
I
commercials.
don't remember seeing all of it though. I think
Yeah.
some of the webisodes I didn't see everything.
Yeah, the flight thing was cool. And then what else? Yeah, so it was Cold Storage, The Oath, Torn Apart, and Red Machete. Which I mean, the Red Machete thing and the Flight 462 were shown in between episode, like during commercial breaks. They'd show like 30 to 45 seconds at a time, and then they piece it together by the end of the half season or whatever.
Well, send us all the links. We have 92%.
Do you want me to send them in the chat or in the Zoom or like just Twitter?
Send them by
You can
email,
email
like
them.
by
You can
email.
email them later.
I gotta whip out my boomer.
You don't
So-
need to do it right
I seen
now.
it when they came out. I was on top of it.
Yeah, well, you can pretend you forgot them and just give
Yeah.
extra commentary.
I mean, I
on
really
them.
don't remember them like that, but
I mean,
I'm
the
okay.
only one I remember is the Bicycle Girl one, but it's
That
so
one
well
was
done, I wouldn't
really
mind watching
good.
it again. Yeah.
Well, we got 92% who say yes, we should all do reactions for the webisodes. And we got probably...
Yeah, Machond, your mic's muted, by the way.
We got 8% who say they don't fucking care. So, you know...
Rude.
Yeah, no, we
Nope.
can't hear you, Machond. You might have unplugged it. Oh, don't cry. It's okay.
It's happening again. He's gonna turn
Switch,
into
just
a
switch
demon
input
voice.
to your
she did.
whatever one.
Hopefully. Well, we're about ready to wrap up.
Oh, okay. I thought she dipped.
Y'all just so sad it's gonna be over next week, like I am. Like it was such a big part of our lives. Like,
Do we have
unreal.
to start it like immediate? I keep thinking that it's the night the episode airs, but it's not.
No,
I might
it'll be
need
the night after.
Can we take like a day to recover or something? Or
and
no?
like come together and like we just give our thoughts
I'm-
about all these
okay,
years.
what do you guys
That
think
would be
about-
like a recap?
Live streaming the reaction, because I'm very tempted to do that.
I
but
can't
I feel like
because the
can't
episode
hear
is
you, Machond.
coming out here
Check your...
a day
check
later.
which
Like y'all see it
microphone's
on
being
Sunday, I see it on Monday
ew.
because Europe doesn't air until Mondays.
Michonne, you could
So-
just change your input too to have it be the input from your camera.
But it would be good to like come together like the week after and just have like what
Cry.
The Walking Dead has meant to us all these years, like what it did for us. That
We
be
would need
kinda
an
cool.
hour for each person.
Well, let's
It's
do
gonna
it.
hurt.
Right, I can
I
write
mean-
a 20-page essay.
Bro, I
2
can't
hours
tell you the
video.
amount of papers that I did in college that related to The Walking Dead.
I think I
Like-
did one.
Same.
I did like 8
Hello.
because you're there.
We can hear
Hello.
you. Speak again.
That's
like
because
talk about.
I tried to open a new tab. I'm not
That's
doing
because
it.
you was cursing Gabriel's name. He got you.
First of all, fuck Gabriel. Eugene
Yeah.
is much more useful.
Yes.
Like just
I'm
talking
not
about
saying,
favorite moments,
Eugene is
favorite
smart when he wants
characters.
to be, and he thinks things through. He's done amazing things.
I
but
think you're still just salty
As a
about what happened a couple episodes ago, and that's what's driving that. If that didn't happen, you would not feel this
What
strongly.
happened?
I
What
thought
happened?
he outgrew it. That's
The-
why I was
the-
so annoyed with him. But he just
What else did he do that was that
Wait,
bad?
what happened a couple of
his
episodes ago?
episode
When
when,
he- when
11
he
B annoyed
made-
the hell out of me too. When he was taking so long to figure out the simple shit. Like
Okay,
that was
he's
just-
autistic. Leave him alone.
He was irritating me. He was just overdoing it. I'm like, Eugene. I just don't like Eugene episodes neither. Like those are the ones I skip. Like he get
Those
one
are
like
the ones
every
that
season.
like get
I
me
skip
through the season. Like he got me through season 7 and 8.
You what? Oh no.
It was one of the
Eight.
best seasons.
Restone got me through season 7. I just
Well, okay,
7 and
yeah.
8. 7 and 8 were top tier depressing Walking Dead seasons.
No,
Nothing was more
season
depressing.
Comedic
8
relief that Eugene and Negan brought, top tier.
No, season 8 was the best season ever because we got a lot of Simon. That was good.
I was waiting on it. I was waiting on it to say that. Yeah. This season 7 was top tier depressing. I mean, Negan taking Rick on that ride alone after he had just beat the shit out of Glenn. Oh, I could die every time I see a clip of that. Or just Andy's face with the little blood on his face.
One nut clip right after the other.
I'm talking about just stab me in the heart. Season 7 is top tier depressing. The only season I've never rewatched 7 and 8. Too depressing. Like I
think
anything after 7, I've only watched less than a handful of times. Like I haven't rewatched. It's too hard to get through. Like,
if I'm gonna join
Season
like
10
someone's
was dragging.
Patreon when they're catching up, I do not do it during 7. If I'm gonna join, I usually join like right around the midpoint or the end of season 2 or the Lori death episode. That's you like because usually I find them before that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel season 1's definitely in my bottom 5.
I love
it's not that it's bad, but
one.
that just shows you how good the show is. That none of the seasons are bad. There's unenjoyable moments in them, but I've never had it. None of them are Fear season 5 type seasons.
No.
So
to me, like the virus in the prison was like the stupidest shit ever. Like
really, that's one of my favorite arcs. Well, mainly because of Herschel, but like I loved.
Well, maybe because of Herschel, but I didn't like the prison at all. It was too draggy.
I didn't let the season 3 shit that I liked the most seemed to be the stuff that was like away from the prison. Like the governor stuff in season 3 annoyed me beyond belief because of Andrea. No, you were great. Andrea was the problem.
I hated
They destroyed her character so much. But like 304 and 312.
I mean, yeah.
I like season 3 because it was so Machond centric, but that was her introduction.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry, but no, real quick, Jack, y'all didn't hear me scream, but when they from our people at the prison to the governor, I used to get.
Ooh, you gone?
Yeah, you went again. Your mic. You were so fucking mad.
They just took her out. See, that's what happens when you curse Gabriel.
I've been cursing the whole time, and my camera's got nothing but clear.
You gotta get right with God again, Machond.
I think Andrea was one of the most hated characters ever in The Walking Dead.
Lori tops that for sure.
Lori was up there too. Yeah.
Yes.
Lori like took the whole women's lib back like 50 years too.
Yeah. You gotta let that Gabriel hate go or your mic ain't coming back on.
Gabriel's number 1 on my shit list.
Yeah.
We can't.
So
yeah, I'm agreeing with the comment section on this though, Kai. The talking about people being salty about Andrea's character assassination.
absolutely.
Yes, because Lori was guaranteed. What was it? 7 seasons, I think, minimum.
Lord,
and then they're
8.
like, yeah, it was 7 or or 8, I thought. But and then they just were like, fuck you.
Yeah,
and we're like, thanks. Fuck us.
When I watched that too, because I was rooting.
Have you
for
ever read through the comics? Have you?
No, but
okay.
No, I don't know what she was doing, but I was
a lot of amazing shit is what she was doing.
She was depressing, but I understood her character arc. Like when she just wanted both sides to come together, but at a point,
logically that makes sense. But yes, you need to accept when it's not possible anymore.
Yeah, and
she did.
She was there when she was about to stab him, and then she made that split second.
She's like, I want to get stabbed by him again at least one more time before I.
Yeah, I hated her.
She annoyed me.
I always hate her. I think she had potential.
All right.
Trust me.
The same amount of people who wanted.
You need to get an Amazon wish list together, Tomaj, and put the compendiums on there because you'll get. It looks like you have Machond's dreads right now. By the way you're sitting.
Yeah.
Like you were perfectly leaned forward to where you couldn't see any of her head, and you just see the dreads.
That's amazing.
I love it so much.
I hated Shane first time, like the first 2-3 episodes. I was already done with Shane, so I was happy when he died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
But yeah. Lori in the comics is better than Lori in the show. Lori in the show
couldn't be worse.
Carol in the comics is one of the worst comic characters, I gotta say.
Carol in the comics disappointed.
Carol in the comics was just a hoe.
Leave her alone. She wasn't all that.
She
but
literally, she went up to
Dude,
Rick and Lori
dude,
and were like, I
stop.
want what you guys have. Can I join you too?
No,
Like,
no.
yes.
What?
Yeah,
He tried not to
I
have
think
threesome
we need
with
to
them.
stop with the spoilers for those who haven't read the comics.
Don't come in here. We're talking about the comics. Leave. Anyway, so
I haven't read the
These comics have been out
Yeah.
for 15 to 20 years. If you haven't seen them by this point,
Jack said this is
I've
free
only
game.
seen the first.
Listen, I live in Europe. It's hard to get that shit down here. They don't bring that shit out here. All my stuff
Amazon.
comes from.
Or go
approaching
tune
the
into Machond
2-hour
streams,
we
'cause
are
she read
approaching
them
the
all.
2-hour mark.
all right, let's go for 3. Who's with
no,
me?
Nope.
I have a hospital tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I have work. I can't.
Yeah. So people do apparently 93% of them want us to do an extra panel a week after the finale to just vent and reminisce.
That
Talk shit.
that there's a chance that might be when I resume all those appointments. So if that is what you guys do, it's probably going to be a longer one, and I'll just like hop out after, probably.
Right. And again, we got 92% say yes.
Well, none
and
of my
7%
friends watch
don't
Walking
fucking
Dead.
care, so.
None of my friends watch Walking Dead, so the community is all I have.
All my friends binge it now.
All
so I
my
have to
friends
wait.
watch it.
Nobody
My
watches.
aunt
Walking Dead.
randomly decided to binge it and
My
has just been like
granddad
texting
didn't
my
watch
mom
it.
about it, like, oh my god, there's a tiger. I'm like, yeah. Like,
My
I
granddad
gave
been
my
watching
friends
since
my AMC Plus.
2010.
I'm like, catch up, and they just
So
they
everybody
started, but they didn't finish.
My little brother quit watching it when they killed Abraham. He was like, kiss my ass. Like, it was Abraham for him. It was Glenn for me. But
huh.
Well, I started doing the
I
Governor
can't really
Reflex and doing
take him
the...
seriously until he starts fucking streaming.
oh, D, we gonna talk. D just got his life together. He ain't started yet, but he got all the shit. We gonna talk.
He claims he got it
It just
together.
happened this weekend though, so you ain't really late, but like just happened. But
All right. Reina's got to go. It's getting late. It's been 2 hours for this
It's
thing.
let's see, it's 5 a.m. in the morning here, y'all.
Good lord.
Yeah. So, final words, and where can people find you? Reina, start us off, because...
Y'all can find me at the Gamehers app. We're a super nice community where we play with people, all different games, and it's super nice, not toxic. Check us out also on the Discord. I'm not ready for next week, y'all. I'm gonna cry. So, yeah, that was it.
Tomaj?
Y'all can find me at Big Bro and Lil Sis Reacts on YouTube and Patreon. I just finished Game of Thrones season 4 today, so that's going up on Patreon. Another Lannister got what they deserved. I'm hyped, so y'all check that out.
You're gonna
Y'all
pass
might be Star
Machond.
Trek and all that other stuff on there. And yeah, I'm ready to finish The Walking Dead off strong. Y'all know I'll be doing the spinoffs. But yeah, same spiel, different week. Y'all know where to find me.
Machond?
well, over at youtube.com/talkingeattv, premiering in less than 2 minutes is my podcast talking about 1123. So definitely tap in. Full uncut reaction video will be on my website tonight. It is uploading, and I can't switch back and forth between Zoom and that, or shit is gonna cut off. But that'll be up tonight, and it's my entire reaction content library is on my website, from House of Dragon to Game of Thrones. Everything is over there, and I'm working on getting a lot of shit up. So y'all need to tap in.
All right, Jack.
Hello. You can find me at Jack's World pretty much everywhere. I will hopefully be getting my House of the Dragon and Stranger Things videos up very soon. It's going to take time, but I will also be doing my best to be one of, I definitely won't be the first, but I'm going to try to be one of first to get the finale up, because Tomaj and Busy are probably going to be.
I'll be up all night, because I ain't
I'm going to be up. I'm going to be up all night too.
It's
But
full of adrenaline.
yeah, but yeah.
Well,
so-
I might not be one of the first, because I'm gonna watch Talking Dead. Like, I gotta enjoy the cast one last good time.
Oh yeah.
Don't
See,
be watching
ever
that.
since
They don't air
Nicole
that
Brown
here anymore. They lost
started
the
being on
license.
there all the time, I stopped watching like 3 fucking years ago. I
Wait,
can't
I
stand
haven't
her.
really-
Wait, ever since what?
Yvette Nicole Brown got on there all the time. I
Oh.
can't be bothered with it.
See, this is my thing. They doing the thing in LA, and I'm gonna be outside. So I don't even know when I'm gonna watch the finale for Talking Dead, because I'm gonna be outside like Where's Norman. So,
Well, you'll be there live to watch Talking Dead. They're doing it live.
Yeah, but the thing is, they say it's first come, first serve, and it's weird. And there's no address yet. So I don't know if I'm going to record a reaction video or if I'm going to see it at the thing. Because I don't even know.
They sent me an invite, but I'm like, dang, I'm already going on vacation that week. I can't do 2 vacations.
I didn't get an invite. I just got a thing saying, you're on the list to RSVP. We'll send you more details as the days get closer or whatever the fuck that thing said. But yeah, I just know that I need to get in there because I need the vibes. So I don't know when I'm going to watch it.
Well, on that note, yeah, I'm gonna plan on getting mine out as quickly as possible, as well for the finale. Just because it's not like I'm doing it early for anybody, anyway. But
right.
yeah, and then also revisiting. I'm gonna be putting the Governor Reflects episodes on the YouTube channel pretty soon. Be doing some marathons of previous seasons. Going to be putting those out, and yeah. And so it looks like next week we'll have a panel for the finale, and then probably the week after that we'll have a commiserating panel, and we'll see where it goes from there. We'll see about if we're going to do these panels for the spinoffs. We'll talk about that too. So maybe I'll do more polls. Those are fun. So. Especially when people say I don't fucking care. So, but we will see you guys next week for the finale. I'm sure it's gonna go long, probably longer than this one. And of
course, y'all better get ready.
We will cry.
And I have my MRI results next morning at 9 a.m. in the morning, but I'm staying up all night.
That is dedication. But
we'll sleep when we're dead, guys.
Yep.
Well, what is
YouTube grind is real.
And I am dead.
The final
damn
one.
it. Well, we'll see you guys all next week. Governor and this amazing crew out.
Intoxicated, we're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards